What is up, my friends? How y'all doing on this Wednesday evening? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. It is another day here at Cardlines Breaks, and that means it's always a chance at ripping some cardboard gold. Let's get after it tonight, guys. We're doing some football. Robert, what's going on? We got a bunch of folks in eBay already as well. Welcome in, guys. It is great to have you all here on this Wednesday with us. I am excited to rip some cards. We are going after. Let me pull our schedule up and take a look. I'll see what I can do on those Buccaneers for you. Sometimes we're hot and cold with those guys, but we'll see what we can do with it. Here's our schedule, guys. Tonight it is 3 football breaks, but they are 3 very good ones. 10 of those Sam's Club bundles. 10 of them. It's going to be a lot of cards. Each of those bundles does have a hit in it. Usually it's a memorabilia card, but so we're going to get at least 10 memorabilia cards, if not better. Maybe some autos. Maybe we get a kaboom or 2 or 10 in there. Who knows? But that's our first break. I've got an hour and 15 minutes set aside for that. Quite frankly, guys, I think I might go a little bit quicker than that. We will see. So sometime between 9 and 9:15 Central Time, then we're going to get into a couple boxes of the NFL Select Cellos. If you guys have watched us break those in the past, you know we should go very hot on those quarterbacks. So that should be a lot of fun. And then we're going to finish off with 5 of what have been my absolute favorite to break, those Donruss bundles with the oversized downtown. So it is going to be a lot of fun tonight. We should see lots of hits, and we should have a lot of fun. So grab a beverage, grab a snack. Let's have some fun and get after it tonight. If you guys did miss your chance at getting some of these football breaks, do not worry, because there are auctions live closing very soon for Friday as well. That is going to be some of those absolute calendars and some more Donruss bundles. So if you missed the Donruss bundles tonight, go right back into eBay and grab your spots now for the auctions that are going to be closing for Friday morning. And tomorrow we're doing baseball again, which the auctions closed tonight already for with these football breaks. So thank you guys for filling all those breaks across the board. It is time to get into it. So let me get our calendar off here. Let me get our teams on. And what we're going to do with these bundles, as we generally do, is we're going to be kind of open them. You guys will be able to see on the overhead because they take so much of the screen. I'm going to start ripping them, and then everybody give Max a shout out. Mad Max is with me again tonight. He's going to be helping me get all these out. We're going to get all 10 of them out of the plastic right away, just so you guys have to deal less with us banging around in the cards. So while we get some of these cards out of the bundles, let me go through and thank Shane grabbing the Cardinals. Shane, my friend, what's going on? Jason with the Falcons. We got Brian's coming back with the Ravens. Robert the Bills. Wyatt the Panthers. Joseph the Bears. Robert with the Bengals. Robbie with the Browns. We got Shane with the Cowboys. Robert D with the Broncos and the Lions. Shane with the Texans. Richard with the Colts. Nick J, the Jaguars. We've got the Chiefs and the Raiders going to Spencer. Robert's got the LA teams, the Raiders and the Chargers and the Rams. Ryan's got the Dolphins. Shane the Vikings. Spencer the Patriots. Drew has the Saints and the Giants. Thomas the Jets. Jonathan the Eagles. Mike has the Steelers. Dan with the 49ers. We've got Johannes with the Seahawks. Robert the Buccos. Nick with the Titans. And Frederick with Washington Commanders. Guys, thank you for grabbing all of those spots tonight. We sure do appreciate it. And I hope out of 10 bundles, I hope to pull a little cardboard gold for each and every one of you as we get into these. And we're just going to go ahead and get all 10 out of the way so we can then focus on the packs after this. These bundles are a ton of fun to rip, but they sure do produce a lot of garbage. I'll get these packs out, and then we're going to switch to the hit counter And let's talk about the hit counter tonight, guys. We're going to have that running again. You guys will have your shot at some free stuff. All you got to do is hang out with us and play along in the hit counter. Yeah, I don't think they have an oversized downtown in there. Well, I don't know. I think every team has at least one in the checklist, but I got to recheck that. So the hit counter, guys, for this first break, we are doing combos to make sure that we do well on there. It is going to be the combos of Tet McMillan, Tez for the Buccaneers, and Travis Hunter for the Jaguars. Then the next one is going to be SS, that is Shedeur Sanders, QJ, that is Quinshon Junkins, and Harold Fannin from the Browns, so all three Browns rookies. The third one is three of the Giants rookies, Jackson Dart, Cam Skadaboo, and Abdul Carter. And then the fourth one is going to be Omarion Hampton, Caleb Johnson, and Ashton Genty. So we've got three of the big running backs there. We've got the Giants rookies, we've got the Browns rookies, and then we've got Tet, Travis, and Tez as our hit counter for this evening. Lou, what's going on? Robert, you do have quite a common name. So there probably is more than one Robert D. So you guys tell us which on the hit counter is the most, we're going to get the most cards of in this 10 bundle break, as well as what the total of all four of those spots is going to be. So that is a total of 12 players in 10 bundles. So I would really hope that we're going to end up with a sizable amount on the hit counter. But you guys tell us which we're going to get the most cards of in this break and the total of all of those spots together. If you get the spot correct, you're going to get a leprechaun running in your favor at the end of the night for some free stuff. If you get the total number correct within one, horseshoes and hand grenade style in either direction, you're going to get a leprechaun running in your name for that as well. So 2 leprechauns per break are up to grabs. Guys, I see something silver. It could be a hog heaven or it could be a kaboom. I hope it's a kaboom. Just teasing you there. I think maybe we got a kaboom. I sure would love a kaboom. If you guys have watched lately, I've had recently, we've got Marty does quite a few breaks for us. You guys are starting to get to know and love Marty. He has done absolute 4 times in the past 3 months. 3 of those 4 times he's pulled a kaboom, including the other night he pulled a Caleb Williams kaboom. That was incredible. So I'm hoping I can rub some of his luck off on me there and see if we can get at least one kaboom tonight. That would be awesome. Dan, what's going on? Welcome in. Redbird's going with the giant spot. I like it. So I'm going to kind of do a couple bundles at a time, guys. Ultimately, we'll do 5 as the halfway point, and then you guys will have to lock in your hit counters at that point. So you've got plenty of time, but go ahead and get your predictions in early now. Again, you're telling us which of those tandems, which of the 4 tandems are going to get the most cards, and then the total of all 4 spots combined. And we are now ready to see some cards. Here we go. Let me get my sleeves and top loaders back in action. And let's get after it, my friends. Good luck to each and every one of you. The first card, we've got some spinning around here, but our first card is going to go to the Panthers. It's Xavier Legette. So, Wyatt, you are our first one on the board with Xavier Legette. And the second Panther on the board, Bryce Young. You're 2 for 2, Wyatt. That is Pat Freiermuth. It is J.J. McCarthy. We got a draft diamonds of Isaiah Pacheco for the Chiefs. Jake Ferguson for the Cowboys. Our first rookie is going to be Josh Simmons for the Chiefs. Trey Harris for the Chargers. Devon Chain. There's Jared Judy. Tyrone Tracy. James Cook. George Kittle. There's a by storm Riley Leonard for the Colts. Congratulations to Richard on that one. And Jack Kaiser, rookie for the Jaguars. And there's a Quinshawn Junkins for the Browns, excuse me. So Robbie, our first Brown rookie QJ is on the board. Congratulations. And our hit counter gets its first entry. It is the Browns with Shadur, Quinshawn, and Harold Fannin on the board with 1. We got T-Law, Tony Pollard, Michael Pittman, Garrett Wilson, David Njoku, draft diamonds for the Texans of Tank Dell, rookie Shamar Stewart for the Bengals, Dylan Sampson, another one for the Browns. Congrats, Robbie. We got Bucky Irvin, Tank Bigsby, George Pickens. There's, speaking of Caleb Williams, there he is. Malik Neighbors. By storm rookie Isaac Tesla for the Lions. Robert L. Congratulations. Nick Scorton for the Panthers. And Andrew Makuba for the Eagles. There's Tyrone Tracy again. Xavier Legette. Tank Bigsby. It's like the exact same pack. Trevor Lawrence. Draft Diamonds. Tyrone Tracy. We got Okongwu, and that is a purple foil for the Titans. Okongwu. Rookie Mike Green for the Ravens. There's an Abdul Carter for the Giants. So congratulations, Drew, on your first Abdul Carter. And the Giants trio gets on the hit counter board. There's Bryce Young, Ray McLeod, Puka Nacua, Tony Pollard, Michael Pittman. Hog Heaven for the Steelers of Will Howard. Congrats, Mike. There's a Shedeur Sanders for the Browns. So what do you guys think after the first week of the playoffs? Mostly road teams winning, which was probably not unexpected considering some of the division winners weren't as good as some of the wild card spots. The only road team in the weekend that didn't win was the Packers, who were favored, and they blew. It's just an awful game in Chicago. But let me know what you guys think and what your observations of the first round of the playoffs are, and what do you guys think is going to happen this week moving forward. There's Ezraku, rookie for the Cowboys. There's a little Patty Mahomes for the Chiefs. JSN, Jonathan Taylor, Brian Robinson Jr., Ramondre Stevenson. Here's an introductions for the Colts. Sweet Feet, Riley Leonard, and Tyler Warren. Trevor Etienne for the Panthers. Jade Barron for the Broncos. Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, David Njoku, Lamar Jackson, Josh Jacobs, and we've got the Giants trio, Abdul Carter, Cam Scattaboo, and Jackson Dart. I should have called this ahead of time because technically this could count for 3 on the hit counter, but I'm going to count this as 1 since it's the Giants trio. So Carter, Scattaboo, and Jackson Dart. Drew, congratulations. And so the Giants rookie trio takes the lead now at 2 on the hit counter. There's RJ Harvey, a nice one for the Broncos. Robert D. Darius Alexander for the Giants. There's Gino, Quentin Johnson, Calvin Ridley, Jerome Addison, Breece Hall, Ladd McConkey. There is Caleb Johnson by storm for the Steelers. Mike and Caleb, AJ, and Omarion Hampton get on the hit counter board. We're up to 4 now. There is Quinn Ewers, rookie for the Dolphins. Ryan, congrats, taking the starting job over. Another Browns rookie there, Carson Schlesinger. Jamar Chase, Montgomery, George Pickens, Caleb Williams, Max Crosby on the draft diamonds. Dak Prescott on a purple foil for the Cowboys. Congrats, Shane. There's Mike Green again, and another Abdul Carter for the Giants. So that Giants rookie trio is up to 3. Monroe St. Brown, King Henry, Kyle Hamilton, Jamar Chase, David Montgomery. There's a rookie wave of Jalen Noel for the Texans. Shane, congrats. Xavier Watts for the Falcons. Jad Campbell for the Eagles. We got Draft Diamonds, Dan Henley for the Chargers. Byshell Tootin for the Jaguars. And Kenneth Grant for the Dolphins. Brandon Ayuk, DJ Moore, James Cook, George Kittle, Pat Freiermuth. Justin Herbert, Kevin Ridley, Jake Ferguson, Tyreek Hill. There's a hog heaven of Jaden Daniels for the Commanders. Frederick, congrats. Jordan James on a pink foil rookie for the Niners. James Pierce for the Falcons. And another Shedeur Sanders for the Browns. So the Browns and Giants rookies understood the task, my friends. Shedeur Sanders for the Browns. Congrats on that one. And Shedeur, the Browns trio, is up to 2 now. Here's Ty Robinson, rookie for the Eagles. Jalen Royals, rookie for the Chiefs. There's a purple foil of Devon Chain for the Dolphins. Tyler Warren on the buy storm for the Colts. So, Richard, congrats. The Colts are doing well. There's Kyron Williams, Cortland Sutton, Pacheco, Alec Pierce. There's an Ashton Genty. Congratulations to the Raiders. Spots Spencer on an Ashton Genty. And AJ takes it to 2. So Tez and Travis are the only ones that didn't answer that call yet. There's Jalen Royals and Jackson Dart, rookie wave for the Giants. There we go. Congrats to Drew. We got, unfortunately, a little bit of a soft corner up there. You can kind of see it. The rest of the card's in pretty good shape, but a little bit of a soft corner on there on that one, Drew. So this one might be more of a PC than a PSA, but congratulations on the Jackson Dart. And JD and the Giants trio goes to 4. We're up to 8 already. George Kittle, Freiermuth, Cortland Sutton, Jaden Reed, Brian Thomas Jr. There's a rookie wave, Will Howard for the Steelers. We have not seen a Buccaneer yet, have we, Robert? I think it's you must have a curse on him, man. Will Howard on the purple foil for the Steelers. Mike. There's Savion Jones for the Broncos. Dylan Gabriel for the Browns. Robbie doing well for the Browns. Will Anderson, Bo Nix, Josh Allen, and Drake London. I'll get some more packs open. I'll show you guys where we're at on the hit counter. As you guys can see, there are a lot of rookies that come out here. Each pack has, on average, 3 to 4 rookies. And you guys will see, obviously, I am not sleeving and top-loading all of them because that would just take too much time. But we've got Max coming. He's taking those and pretty much in real time. He is sorting through them. He's taking all those rookies and getting them properly sleeved up and taken care of so that we ship them out to you. I usually will top load any of the big hits we want to review at the end. Again, sometimes those big hits are subjective. So, for example, we've had a couple Will Howard. So, you Steelers fans out there, no offense to you. Will Howard's probably a big hit to you. And so we're going to take care of him. I just don't sleeve him up on there. But that's just so you guys all know what we got going on. But most of you that have broken with us before, you do know we take great care in the cards. We make sure we sleeve up anything with a rookie shield. Most inserts and parallels get sleeved up. Anything we consider to be anything more than like a 10-cent card, most of the time we throw it in a top loader because we want it to be taken care of for you guys. I do want to call out tonight a little bit, guys, too, is we've got plenty of you guys who have been with us in the past, and you guys know how much we appreciate and love you guys, and thank you for coming back. But it felt like tonight we had a sizable amount more new folks. So for those of you that are joining us tonight, that it's your first time with us, thank you guys for choosing Card Lines Breaks, and welcome to the Card Lines family. We hope you have some fun with us tonight, whether you're watching us live or whether you're watching us in the replay. We hope you have some fun, and we hope you consider coming back for more breaks with us. We are all about the collector's experience here at Card Lines Break. Obviously, we want to make some money too, but we want to do it in a way that is fun. We're here to rip with you guys. We're not here to try and only rip and show the hits. We're here to celebrate all the cards. We're here to have some fun, so we hope you guys enjoy that experience. And again, we hope you all come on back for more. While you are watching the show tonight, if you haven't done so, you are more than welcome to do things like hit those like and subscribe buttons. All the social channels, including YouTube, have a little share button where you can share our show and our links out. If you're watching us on eBay, please feel free to share our show. Sometimes people do get disappointed when they come into our show if we're doing a pre-sold break like tonight and they can't buy anything new. But also, hopefully we get people coming in because, as you guys know by now, when you come in, if you stumble across us or you find us somehow and you play along in the hit counter, we are always giving away free stuff. So we welcome everyone in. So again, if you guys are first timers with us, welcome to the family and good luck. And if any of you guys are out there that are hanging out with us, watching the break, and you're not in the breaks tonight, first of all, that is awesome. We thank you for doing that. Oh, I almost paused something there. I think we're okay. I hit a button on my keyboard and my screen went black for a second there. That was bad news. But you do not have to be in the breaks if you want to participate in the hit counter. So if you're hanging out with us and you want to get your hit counter fix in and see some cards ripped, please stay tuned in the channel with us and have some fun. You are welcome in. So I was wrong, guys. That silver before was a hog heaven. I just really so badly want to pull a kaboom for you guys and keep up with Marty on that. So hopefully we do it. But so after we're not at 5 yet. This stack is going to represent the first five bundles plus our bonus packs. And then we'll be at the halfway point. So you guys got a lot of time for the hit counter. But through the first about 3 bundles there, we got to 8 on our hit counter. And let's get after it again. Hunter Henry, there's a Buccaneer, Robert. We're on a roll. It's Baker Mayfield, Trevor Lawrence, Tony Pollard, Michael Pittman Jr. How about another Jackson Dart? Hog heaven, Jackson Dart for the Giants. So Drew, the Giants and Jackson Dart understood the call tonight when we put him on the hit counter. There's a hog heaven, Jackson Darts. And the Giants trio goes to 5 with a pretty good lead right now on the hit counter. The Colts also answered the call for Richard. There's a Tyler Warren. And another Jackson Dart for the Giants. Wow. This is incredible right now, the pace we're on with Giants rookies, especially Jackson Darts. That's 3 plus that insert of Jackson Dart. The Giants are up to 6. We're up to 10 now on that hit counter. There's another Xavier Legette, Bryce Young, Ray McLeod, Justin Herbert, Calvin Ridley. Here's a hog heaven of JSN for the Seahawks. Johannes, congrats. Ty Felton, rookie for the Vikes. Elijah Arroyo, rookie for the Seahawks. We got David Montgomery, Kenneth Gainwell, Chase Brown, Nico Collins, CeeDee Lamb, Tank Dell on the Draft Diamonds. Tyler Booker for the Cowboys. James Pierce, excuse me. My loop turned around here. Hold on. There is Marv Harrison Jr., Trey McBride, George Pickens again, Caleb again, Neighbors again, and our first Tet McMillan. It's a by storm for the Panthers. Wyatt, congratulations. Tet McMillan, and they get on the board. So, Robert, you got to be patient, though, man. It's a Buccaneer. You just start by celebrating. Don't bring the negativity. Start by celebrating, and we'll bring more. We got a lot of cards. Not the guy you want, but we're warming up to it. There's Dylan Gabriel for the Browns. Matthew Golden for the Packers. There's Jake Ferguson, Jalen Royals for the Chiefs, and Sevion Jones for the Broncos. Trey Hendrickson. There's another Buccaneer for you, Bucky Irvin. Tank Bigsby, Garrett Wilson, David Njoku. Another introductions for the Colts of Leonard and Warren. There's Mason Taylor for the Jets, Thomas. And Will Johnson for the Cards. Tank Bigsby, Trevor Lawrence, Tony Pollard, Ray McLeod, Puka Nacua. We got Kenneth Grant, Ty Robinson, and there is an Emeka for you, Robert. See, we're getting it, man. We got a Bucky, we got a Emeka Egbuka on the purple foil, and we are getting there. We are getting there for you. A rookie wave, Jalen Noel for the Texans. There's Marv Harrison again, Trey McBride, Jerry Jeudy, Tyrone Tracy, Trey Hendrickson. There's another Bucky Irvin. That one, that's not a purple foil for a second. Bucky Irvin, Xavier Legette, Bryce Young, and another one of the Giants trio. Wow, what a great break for the Giants so far. Congratulations to Drew, the Giant Potential introductions. So we haven't gotten any of the introductions that we have to randomize yet. The Giants go to 7. These ones don't have the oversized cards. These are the Sam's Club bundles. So what each bundle had was 8 packs, and then these bonus packs, which they say are memorabilia cards. This one is a memorabilia card. I can feel the patch right there. But they can be autos, but most of them are memorabilia cards. So out of the 10 bundles, we're going to get 10 of these packs that are going to have a hit in them. And then it's 8 packs of cards in each bundle. The Donruss has the oversized downtowns. There's a Bucky Irving purple. So that's our third Bucky for you. And that one's the purple foil. Pat Bryant for the Broncos. Byshell Tootin. There's Brian Thomas Jr., Sam Darnold, Kendre Miller, Aaron Jones for the Broncos. We got Bryant and RJ Harvey on the Orange Crush. Congratulations to Robert D on that one. There's Freiermuth. Oh, Chris, yeah, just sorry. I noticed you're saying that. Yeah, you bet, man. I appreciate that feedback and comment. We really try and do a good job. Some may say we're a little slower than others, but hopefully that adds to the different experiences. We want you to see the cards you're getting. And I've tried, as I've gotten better at this, I've tried to get the speed up a little bit, but I still feel like it's super important that I want you guys to see every card we pull. I think it's more fun that way. There's Luther Burden for the Bears, Tyler Warren for the Colts. McCaffrey, Geno Smith, Jerome Ford, Will Anderson. There's another Bo Nix. Here's Milrow by Storm for the Seahawks, Jordan Birch for the Cardinals, and Shamir Dyke for the Titans. Yeah, so Bucky's got to be one of the guys you don't mind getting a little bit there, Robbie, the Browns have been doing great for you, man. We've gotten a couple of Shedeur Sanders already, Quinshad Junkins, Dylan Sampson, and a couple other Browns for you. So we are doing, Jerry Judy's come up like 4 or 5 times. So you're doing well. Welcome into the show. Thanks so much for joining us, and thanks for getting in the breaks tonight. There is Ramondre Stevenson, Justin Jefferson, C.J. Stroud, Saquon Barkley, Khalil Shakir, Henley again on the draft diamonds. Here's Arian Smith for the Jets, and Connerly Jr. for the Commanders. We got CeeDee Lamb, Kendre Miller, Aaron Jones, Jacoby Myers, Jaden Reed. Introductions for the Raiders. You got Jack Beck and Ashton Genty. So congratulations to Spencer. That is going to count another one for that spot with Ashton Genty in it. Congratulations. So Hampton, Caleb, and Ashton Genty go to 3. And we're at 13 on the hit counter now. There's another Tyler Warren. The Colts just continue to roll for Rich. And another Jackson Dart. Boy, the Giants just keep answering the call, and that's a pretty clean looking one. No soft corners on that one. Congratulations, Drew, on another Jackson Dart. The Giants trio goes to 8. We're up to 14. Man, the Giants are killing it right now. There's Jamar Chase, Montgomery, Kenneth Walker, Marvin Harrison, Trey McBride. There's a hog heaven of Patrick Mahomes for the Chiefs, Spencer. Siobhan Ravel for the Cowboys and DJ Giddens for the Colts. On some rookies. There's Stevenson, Jefferson, JSN again, Alvin Kamara, DK Metcalf. And we got another Ashton Genty. So Genty's waking up a little bit for the Raider spots. That's our third Genty now. Congratulations, Spencer, again. And so that AJ, Caleb, and Omar and Hampton spot go to 4 now. We're at 15. Jalen Milroe on the rookie for the Seahawks and Savion Williams for the Packers. Kendra Miller, Aaron Jones, Barkley again, Shakir, Xavier Worthy. There's Aaron Jones on the Hog Heaven for the Vikings. Oronde Gadsden for the Chargers. And there's a Buccaneers rookie for you, Robert. You got Benjamin Morrison for the Buccos. And you got a Baker Mayfield coming up again. That's who you wanted, right? CJ Stroud, Nico, CeeDee Lamb, Hunter Henry. There's that Baker. And you got a Yaya Diaby on the draft diamonds. Calvin Banks for the Saints and Trey Amos for the Commanders. Another Caleb Williams. Oh, wow. Look at this, guys. Caleb Williams, Malik Neighbors. Look at this card. That is jacked up. Yikes. I can't tell if that's another. No, that is that card. Talk about some bad quality control there. Yikes. And look at it's got a notch up here, too. That is not good. Thomas, that card, I'm going to send it to you, but please don't send this one into PSA because they're gonna send it back to you and charge you double for sending it in. Wow, look at that corner. None of their cards have come out like that, so clearly that's just how that came out of the printer. But you got a notch out of it up there and the corner. That is rough. Yikes! I'm gonna go ahead and set that aside. We'll still send that to you, Thomas, but sorry, that card was in rough shape. There's Jahmyr Gibbs, Okongwu. Another Jackson Dart on the Hog Heaven. Holy cow, Drew. Jackson Dart is killing it. The Giants rookies are up to 9 on our hit counter. They are smoking right now. There is Walker for the Falcons and Ravel for the Cowboys. Amon St. Brown, King Henry, Kyron Williams, Cortland Sutton. Here's another one of those introductions of Harvey and Pat Bryant for the Broncos. There's Jack Sawyer for the Steelers, TJ Sanders for the Bills, Eric Iomanar for the Titans. Puka Olave. There's Jerome Ford for the Browns for you, Robbie. As soon as you got on, I didn't get a Brown for a while, but at least we're back on the board now for a Brown for you there. Will Anderson and Bo Nix. Back in black for the Steelers. There's Howard and Caleb Johnson. So that Caleb, AJ, and Omarion spot go to 5. Congrats to the Steelers spot. They've been doing well. Here's Emin Warrior for the Steelers and Smith for the Jets. Kyron Williams, Cortland Sutton, Brandon Ayuk. There's Judy again. Tyrone Tracy, Jake Ferguson for the Cowboys. There's JT Tiamalu for the Colts on the rookie. And Travion Henderson, nice one for the Patriots. Congrats, Spencer. Ladd McConkey, George Pickens, Jake Ferguson. The Cheetah, Tyreek Hill, Theo Johnson, Kirk Cousins on the draft diamonds. DJ Giddens, and Maxwell Hairston for the Bills. Yeah, that one. That's one of those, right? Like, Thomas, that one should almost, you gotta put this one in a frame or something. That's like, that's obviously not as a hit like an autograph, but this is almost like getting a hit because that, like, I've broken how many boxes? I've never seen one that mangled either. We've seen plenty of different damage, but that was, whew, that was a tough card, man. That they really mangled that up putting that through the pack. So yeah, put that one in a frame and we'll call it a hit for you. Brees Hall, Lad McConkey, Brandon Ayuk, DJ Moore, Roma Dune, some Bears there. Hey, the Saints, we finally see a Tyler Shuck. Congratulations to Drew on that one. There's Swessinger again for the Browns, Robbie. And Leonard Jackson for the Bills. George Pickens, Caleb Williams, Malik Neighbors, Harrison Jr., Trey McBride. And why not? Why not another Jackson Dart for Drew and the Giants? Holy cow, the Giants are having a phenomenal break right now. Drew, congratulations. That's another Jackson Dart by storm. And the Giants rookies are up to 10 already. Make that 11 because there's an Abdul Carter. Drew, congrats, man. Quinn Ewers for the Dolphins. That's our second one of him for Ryan. Ryan, congrats. There is Jerome Madison, Brees Hall, Kenneth Walker, Chase Brown, and we've got our first Travis Hunter sighting of the break. Actually, maybe second. First, because the Tet McMillan was the other one that was the first. So the Travis Hunter by storm for the Jaguars. Nick, congratulations. And so Tet, Travis, and Tez go to 2. But again, remember, we're not even at the halfway point, guys, so those numbers are going to change. There's a purple foil, Kendre Miller, Xavier Watts, and Jihad Campbell. Let's do our first 5 bonus packs, guys. And then at the end, we'll finish up with 5 bonus packs. So this is one card. It should be a memorabilia card, maybe an auto. That's a cool one for the Rams. Robert D, congrats. An absolute patch there. That's a nice big chunk of blue for the Rams on a Terrence Ferguson rookie patch. So, Robert, congratulations. That is a pretty sweet patch, actually. Not numbered, but if every patch looks like that, we will take it for sure. Hit number 2 is going to be for the Chiefs. Spencer, how about a Patrick Mahomes patch? Look at that guy. That's a big old red napkin, but it's Patrick Mahomes. All right, guys, we'll take that. Congratulations, Spencer, on a Patrick Mahomes patch. Super sweet. Here's number 3. Here's number 3. And this one's going to be, how about a Bo Nix with a nice big orange patch there for the Broncos. Congratulations, Robert, again. Lots of colorful patches coming out here. We got the Bo Nix on the Blaze Orange. Hit number 4 is going to go to the Browns. Quinshawn Junkins. Congratulations, Robbie. We're pulling some great patches out of here, guys. Nice one for you. Quinshawn on the absolute rookie patch. Very cool card there, Robbie. Congratulations. And that gets our hit counter going again. Shadura, Quinshawn, and Fannin go to... they're up to 4 now, by the way. I forgot the one Shador. And we're on to our bonus hit number 5. Again, we'll finish with 5 more of these. But the Colts, of course, it's Tyler Warren. So Richard H., congratulations on a Tyler Warren patch. I do like these patches. I know that they're all kind of napkin math, but I like that they're big. I like that they're not like some little piece there. It's a pretty good piece of the jersey. I'm guessing they're not game worn. Not any specific game or event. Par for the course there, but super cool cards. I like those. The nice 5 hits. That was fun. We've got 5 more that we're going to be able to get after. Whoa. There we go. And we've got 5 more bundles to rip into. So we got a lot of ripping to do. Let me pull the hit counter up. This does represent our halfway point, my friends. So it is now time to start thinking about locking in your predictions while I rip these next few bundles open. We did get the Tez and Travis spots to 2. 1 Tet and 1 Travis. No Tez yet, for much to Robert's chagrin there. We got plenty of Bucky Irvin, but no Tez yet. So we've got 2 out of those guys. The Browns rookies, we got a couple of Shadors and a couple of Quinchons, including that patch we just saw. So they're up to 4. The Browns are absolutely killing it right now, mainly because of Jackson Dart. We've got a couple Abdul Carters, but Jackson Dart, I think we've gotten 7 or 8 Jackson Darts. They're up to 11. We got 2 of those giant potential cards as well, so that was all those. And then the Omar and Hampton, Caleb Johnson, and Ashton Genty spot is up to 5. So, you guys got to lock in which spot you think is going to take it. Right now, the very, very safe bet, just like Dan did, would be the Giants. The safe bet here, guys, would be to go with the Giants. But I like it. We got Browns coming from behind. I like it. You know, just like Jackson Dart was hot in those first 5, you never know which player might be the Jackson Dart of these ones. That's another soft corner. Yeah. I'll tell you what, absolute cards are, you know, I actually don't mind absolute at all, but the paper on them is so soft, and it's so easy for those corners to get dinged up, unfortunately. I'm gonna slow myself down to make sure I'm being a tad extra more careful, because I'm not liking what I'm seeing a few of these corners looking like coming out of the packs. Part of that I wonder is that they're putting those big plastic bundles, and I don't know, when they're getting shipped around and stuff like that to the different Costco's and things like that. You can see that too if I look at that soft corner coming out of the pack. You worry sometimes when they go by the pallets in these big old bundle packs, and I just don't know how much they get jostled around in there. So unfortunately, some of these have been a little bit dinged up. But you guys get them locked in on your hit counter prediction. I'm going to do 1 more bundle. So we'll have 3, and then we'll do 2. So the safe bet, like I said, would be the Giants, although someone could get hot. And you also got to tell us that total. So we did get 22 in the first half. So, and that was, I think some of you guys maybe had a little bit lower predictions. So you guys have adjusted them. But I would think it's probably a safe bet to assume that we should be able to end up in the 30s, if not higher, depending on how hot these players get. So let's see where we shake out. You guys make those final predictions. Once I get done opening up this bundle here, we will lock in and close that hit counter, and we will see how many guys get leprechauns. So get the predictions in. If you are watching us live on eBay or on YouTube right now, all you got to do is pop in the chat your guesses on which spot's going to get the most cards, as well as what the total of all 4 is going to be together. Again, if you're watching us or you just stumbled across us right now and you're not in the breaks, you can still play along on the hit counter. Just make your guesses. If you get them right, you're going to get a leprechaun that's going to run in your favor at the end of our breaks tonight for some free stuff. The only thing we'd have to ask is if you stumbled across us and we've never shipped anything to you before, we do need you to shoot us a message either at jeff@cardlines.com or info@cardlines.com and let us know your address. Or if you are in the breaks and maybe we don't quite recognize who you are, make sure you say, hey, with my prediction, I am so-and-so. I've got the Giants in break 891 or whatever, stuff like that, just so that if you do win something, we can actually ship it to you. All right, so I'm going to bring the hit counter down, guys, and we're going to get into it. So Max is going to give you guys about a 10-second countdown, and then he's going to close up the hit counter. So good luck, everyone, and let's get into the second half of this break. There's Rome, Harrison, George Pickens, another Caleb. We've had all sorts of Caleb Williams. There's Jalen Hurts on the draft diamonds for the Eagles. Eagles have been a little quiet. Jonathan, nice to get you a little something there. There's another purple Kendre Miller. Nick Martin for the Niners. And there's Membu for the Jets. Thomas, there you go. That one's actually in good shape for you. We got Trey McBride, Trey Hendrickson, Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, David Njoku. How about a hog heaven of Jared Goff for the Lions? Robert L., Ty Felton, and Elijah Arroyo. Look at that. And then we're coming back with Ty Felton and Elijah Arroyo again. How about that? There's Puka on the draft diamonds, Drake London, Pacheco, Alec Pierce, Brock Bowers, and Devonta Smith. Starting to see a few names we hadn't seen yet. Tua, there's Josh Allen, Okongwu, Jordan Love, and another Jackson Dart. So we said, who's going to get the hot hand in the second half? Is it going to be Jackson Dart or someone else? And it just might be Jackson Dart. So congratulations, Drew. Absolutely phenomenal performance so far. The Giants rookie spot goes to 12. We're up to 23 right now on the hit counter. There's Tyrone Tracy for the Giants on a purple foil. Nick Martin for the Niners and Membu again. Wow, some of these packs are like the exact same cards over and over again. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Derrick Henry, Kyle Hamilton, J-Love again, Brock Bowers. There's a hog heaven of Joe Burrow for the Bengals. Congrats, Robert. And there he is for the Chargers. Finally, into the sixth bundle here, we land in Omari and Hampton for the Chargers. Robert D., congratulations. So the Hampton, Caleb, and AJ spot goes to 6. And we're at 24. Andrew Thomas for the Jets. We got Aaron Jones, Jerome Ford, Will Anderson, Tyreek Hill, Theo Johnson. And there is finally our first introductions card that we are going to have to randomize off. So we've got the Titans with Cam Ward, Mason Taylor and the Jets, and Jadon Blue for the Cowboys. So those three teams are going to fight it out later on in the game here for that card. I'm going to set it up front by our bonus packs for now, and we will get back to that one. There's Shannon Ravel, DJ Giddens rookies. Looks like some more of the same here. Bo Nix, Kyron Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Okongwu, another Jordan Love. All of a sudden, Jordan Love is all over the place here. And Travis Hunter by storm for the Jaguars. So, Nick, congratulations. That's our second Travis Hunter of the break. Congratulations on that one, Nick. And so Travis and Ted's go to 3 on the hit counter. There is Shannon Ravel, DJ Giddens, Cortland Sutton, Brandon Ayuk, DJ Moore, Brock Bowers, Devonta Smith, Kirk Cousins. This is Tyreek Williams for the Lions, Jelon Walker for the Falcons. Jamar Chase, David Montgomery, Kenneth Walker, Xavier Legette, Bryce Young, and there's a by storm Isaac Tesla for the Lions, Robert. Josh Simmons rookie, Trey Harris on the rookie. There's Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Jerome Ford, Will Anderson, Aaron Jones. There's a Travis Hunter hog heaven. So the Jaguars are starting to heat up for Nick. So is Travis Hunter. So Travis Hunter could be the new Jackson Dart in this half. There's a hog heaven, Travis Hunter. And that spot goes to 4. We're at 26 on the hit counter now. Here's Jadon Blue for the Cowboys. Ty Felton for the Vikings. Malachi Starks, Walter Nolan rookies. Is a Caleb Williams purple foil for the Bears. Congrats, Joseph. A rookie wave, Will Howard for the Steelers. Is Aaron Jones, Jerome Ford, Jackson, Jacobs. For the Chargers draft diamonds, another Henley. Nick Scorton for the Panthers. Makuba for the Eagles. Cortland Sutton, Ayuk, DJ Moore, Stevenson, Justin Jefferson. We got Travion Henderson for the Patriots for Spencer and Jack Sawyer for the Steelers. There's a hog heaven of Cam Ward for the Titans. Nick, congratulations. That's our second Cam Ward of the break. Congratulations there. There's Trey McBride, Trey Hendrickson, Theo, Jahmyr Gibbs, Okongwu. Jalen Noel on the rookie wave for the Texans. As another Travion Henderson for the Patriots, Jack Sawyer. There's Ferguson, Tyreek Hill, Xavier Legette, Bryce Young, Ray McLeod. DJ Moore for the Bears, Rome, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jake Ferguson, Tyreek Hill, and Pacheco on the draft diamonds. There's a Riley Leonard rookie for the Colts. There's Colston Loveland for the Bears. First time we've seen him, Joseph, for the Bears. That soft corner was Josh Allen, unfortunately. Kyle Hamilton, Lamar Jackson, Josh Jacobs, Tua, Josh Allen. There's a little Honey Bijan on the Hog Heaven for the Falcons. Congrats, Jason, on the Bijan Robinson. There's Matthew Golden for the Packers and Jalen Noel for the Texans. Xavier Legette, Bryce Young, McLeod, JSN, Kamara, Tucker Kraft on the draft diamonds. Here's Donovan Jackson for the Vikings. Michael Williams for the 49ers. Kendra Miller, Aaron Jones. There's Jerome Ford and Jerry Jeudy. Tyrone Tracy. And there's a Caleb Johnson by Storm for the Steelers. So the Caleb spot on the hit counter goes to 7. Shamir Dyke and Luther Burden for the Bears. All of a sudden, the Bears are waking up here. We got Rome, Harrison Jr., Amon-Ra, Derrick Henry, Kyle Hamilton. Trey Harris on the buy Storm for the Chargers. Walter Nolan for the Cardinals, and Jaden Higgins for the Texans. Trey McBride, Trey Hendrickson are always together. There's Bucky Irvin for you again. Lamar Jackson, Josh Jacobs. There's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Torrey Horton for the Seahawks. Malachi Starks. Another Jerry Jeudy, Tyrone Tracy, Garrett Wilson. Njoku, Patrick Mahomes. Here's a by Storm of Terrence Ferguson, Alfred Collins rookie, and Jordan Birch rookie. JD5 for the Commanders, Devon Chain, Caleb Williams again, Neighbors. Rookie wave, Pat Bryant for the Broncos. Yeah, the Buccaneers have very much gone into hiding on you here, Roberts. There's a purple foil, color match foil here for the Ravens of Kyle Hamilton. Shamir Dyke and Luther Burden. The Bears have not gone into hiding. They have woken up for sure. Kyron, Cortland, Brandon, Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson. Is a Trey Harris by Storm again for the Chargers. Collins again for the Niners, and Birch again for the Cardinals. Anderson Jr., Bo Nix, George Pickens, Caleb Williams. We've probably got about, 12 to 15 Caleb Williams already. There's a Luther Burden rookie wave. So, Joseph, the Bears are alive right now. There's Alvin Kamara on the purple foil. And you can see, I don't know if that's a little wingding up there. It says there's some extra card up there. It's got a little ding on there. Man, that is rough. For the Saints, I am sorry, Drew. Man, some of these are just coming out of these packs rough. Shamir Dyke, and Luther Burden for the Bears. So we've got 2 bundles left, and then our bonus packs. You guys can track to where you're at on the hit counter right now. We got up to 27. So those last 3 bundles didn't get all that much for us on the hit counter. But we've got 2 more bundles, 16 more packs to go. So there's a lot of cards. It's 128 more cards left to pull. Plus, we've got 5 more bonus hits, which will probably be 5 more 5 more memorabilia cards. But let's see, maybe in one of these last 2 bundles, we've got a Kaboom hanging out in there. That would be sweet. But we got up to 27. The Giant spot did manage to pretty much hold serve there. A couple of the other spots did get some cards. Notably, the Hampton, Caleb, and AJ spot really kind of took the biggest step forward there. However, Jackson Dart still came out 2 more times and kind of kept the call up there. So they're at 12 right now. It would have to be a huge twist of fate for them to lose at this point. Because you would have to assume, so like the last spot, Caleb, Johnson, Omar and Hampton, Ashton Genty, they would have to get 6 cards unanswered by the Giant trio there. So it would be pretty tough for them to take it. But who knows? Robbie says Browns come back loaded. That would be a sweet comeback if that happened. It is interesting, though, because the absolute checklist is significantly bigger than what we're seeing. We are seeing a lot of the same cards coming out of these packs. I think so. For most of you guys, if you got 1 of somebody, you've probably gotten 7 of somebody. For the most part, obviously there's plenty of gaps there, but a lot of the players you've seen them many times in terms of the base commons. All right, there's our last pack. Let me get these out of the way. Let's get our final few bundles. We'll get to our hits and we'll see how it all plays out, my friends. Here we go. Good luck on our last few bundles. We're going to start out as I get the hit counter off the board there with Trey Benson. There's Patrick Mahomes again. Joe Mixon. Tua. Josh Allen. How about another Trey Harris by Storm. Jalen Noel on the rookie. And there's a Cam Scattaboo for the Giants. So congratulations to Drew. If it's not Jackson Dart, we might as well get a Cam in there. So the Giant rookie spot goes to 13. We're up to 28. Most of you guys are looking good for that Giant spot. We need a big push in numbers for you guys to get leprechauns for that. There's Pacheco, David Njoku, Jordan Love, Brock Bowers, Devonta Smith, and Luther Burden continues to roll with the rookie wave. There's Cal McCord. That's our first time we saw him for the Eagles. Jonathan. Tyler Williams for the Lions. We got Jacoby, Jaden Reed, Drake London, Pacheco, Alec Pierce. There's another one for the Broncos on the Orange Crust. Pat Bryant and RJ Harvey. Sanders for the Bills. Iomanar for the Titans. Thomas Jr., Sam Darnold, Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Njoku, and another Luther Burden by Storm for the Bears. Joseph, congratulations. There's a Rondé Gadsden. There's a Buccaneer. Benjamin Morrison again. We haven't had a Tez yet. Benjamin Morrison for the Buccaneers, though. There's JSN, Patrick Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence, Tony Pollard, and Robert, don't look now. We don't want to jinx it, but your Buccaneers, we're going to say it very quietly, the Buccaneers might be waking up. I don't want to say it too loud. I don't want to jinx it. There's an Emeka Egbuka, Hog Heaven for you, Robert. Congrats. We'll keep it going for you. There's Derrick Henry, King Henry on a purple foil. James Pierce. And it had been a little while since we saw him. But Shador comes back out to play for another time for Robbie. Congratulations on the Shador. And so that Browns rookie spot goes to 5. And we're at 29. Garrett Wilson, Njoku, Trey. There's another Bucky Irvin. Tank Bigsby. There's Puka on the draft diamonds. Eza Baku for the Cowboys. And Mike Green for the Ravens on some rookies. Alvin Kamara, DK Metcalf, Hunter Henry, Chuba Hubbard, Jaden Reed. We got the rookie wave by Shal Tootin. There's Kyle Williams for the Patriots and Tyler Booker for the Cowboys. Sam Darnold, Christian McCaffrey for the Niners. Wow, Dan, we had not seen him at all yet. There we go. Geno Smith, Jamar Chase, David Montgomery. There's Yaya Diaby again on the draft diamonds. Emin Worry rookie and Smith rookie for the Jets. There's Jahmyr Gibbs, Okongwu, Saquon, Shakir, Xavier Worthy. There's Jalen Milroe on the buy storm. Kyle Williams on the rookie, Tyler Booker. And there's your guy, Baker Mayfield, Robert. Yeah, hey, Kevin. So the breaks, as the schedule started at 8 o'clock. We've got 3 breaks on the schedule in the listing. It noted, and our Donruss break should start at about 10:15 Central Time, give or take. Jake Ferguson, Tyreek Hill, Theo Johnson, Hunter Henry. There's another one of the Broncos rookies, Harvey and Pat Bryant. There's Pierce and another Shador Sanders for the Browns. Congratulations, Robbie, again. And so the Browns might be making that comeback we were calling for. There's Theo, Gibbs, Puka, Chris Olave, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Luther Burden continues to roll for the Bears with a Hog Heaven. Tyler Booker and James Pierce. There's a Kongwu, Jordan Love, Brock Bowers, Derrick Henry, Kyle Hamilton, and a rookie wave, Quinshon Judkins. The Browns are making that push, Robbie. Quinshon Judkins on the rookie wave, and they go to 7, tying themselves into second place. We're at 31. There's a Cam Ward for the Titans, Nick. There's Kyle Williams. Garrett Wilson, Njoku, Patrick Mahomes, Cortland Sutton. We got George Kittle on the Hog Heaven. He's, I believe he tore his Achilles in the playoff game. That is rough. There's Harold Fannin Jr. for the Browns. He is on the hit counter. He's the 3rd one there with Shador and Quinshon. So the Browns go to 8 on the hit counter. Congrats on that one, Robbie. There's a Rondé Gadsden rookie card. George Pickens, Caleb Williams, Malik Neighbors, Bo Nix, Kyron Williams. There's Kyron Williams on the draft diamonds. There's Benjamin Morrison. That's another one for Robert and the Buccaneers. And Calvin Banks for the Saints. We got Quentin Johnson, Jamar Chase, Addison, Breece Hall. There's another one of those introductions for the Broncos of Bryant and Harvey. There's Devonta Smith on a purple foil for the Eagles. Savion Williams. There's Derek Harmon for the Steelers. Montgomery, Kenneth Walker, Chase Brown, Ladd McConkey, George Pickens. There's Jalen Milroe on the buy storm for the Seahawks, Giannis. Trey Amos for the Commanders, and there's Jalen Milroe again for the Seahawks, Giannis. Okay, we've got our 5 bonus cards, which should be memorabilia. Maybe there's an autograph in there, who knows? And then that is going to do it. We are at 32 right now. The Giants should end up winning it. Let's go with a little Colson Loveland on the rookie patch. Got some seams in there, the transparent holes there for Colson Loveland for the Bears. Congratulations, Joseph. In the end, especially thanks to Luther Burden, you had a great break with the Bears. It's Colson Loveland. It is hit number 7 of the 10 hit packs. We're going to spread out the love here. This one's going to Shane and the Cowboys. How about Dak Prescott's? Shane, congratulations on the Dak Prescott's. Here's where the Tez pat is going to come in for you, Robert. A Tez patch. What do you say? Okay, 1 second, guys. I just need to open up one more set of the right size here for these patches of our top loaders. There we go. Yeah, you won't disagree with that one, will you? Oh, it's got some orange coloring, but I think it's the Browns. It is the Browns. How about Myles Garrett, the new Sack King? Robbie, congratulations. You got a Quinshawn and you got a Myles Garrett on the patch. A good one for the Browns. We've got 2 patches left, guys, and then we do have that randomized. This one's some green in color. How about the Packers? Rookie Matthew Golden. Andrew, congratulations on the Matthew Golden rookie patch. Again, I do like that it's a nice big chunk versus just like those small squares. And our last one for the Lions, Robert, it is going to be an Amon-Ra St. Brown on the Detroit blue there. Sweet card for the Lions, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Congratulations, Robert. Okay, guys. Wow, 10 bundles. We've got this guy to randomize off. Then we're going to do a recap. We had tons of rookie cards that we're going to get all sleeved up and taken care of for you guys. I'm going to recap the hits in just a second. And let's figure out who's going to get this one. So how we do that is I'm going to bring up our world-renowned friendly leprechauns. I didn't mean to shuffle them. Come on, computer. There we go. And we got to clear our list. And we're going to go Tennessee, New York Jets, and Dallas. And we're going to clear. We're going to run it for 9 seconds. Here we go. Let's see who gets this one. So it was Dallas. Dallas is going to take home. So that's Shane, I believe. Shane, you got a Cam Ward out of the mix. Let me get the leprechauns out of there. Shane, congratulations. That's coming your way. We had that hit for Thomas of our mangled up, jacked up Garrett Wilson there. I had to show that one again. We got a Cam Ward. Quinshawn on the rookie wave. Shador. Egbuka on the Hog Heaven. Cam Scataboo. Cam Ward Hog Heaven. Hunter Hog Heaven. Hunter Storm. Hampton. Jackson Dart Storm. Travis Hunter Storm. Jackson Dart Storm. Jackson Dart Hog Heaven. Genty. Jackson Dart. The Raiders. Jack Back and Ashton Genty. Giant potential. You got Jackson Dart, Carter, and Cam in there. Egbuka. Tets. Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart Hog Heaven. Jackson Dart Rookie Wave. Ashton Genty. Shador. Another giant potential. Another Shador. And Quinshawn. So the Giants and the Browns understood the call for sure. And let's take a look at our patches. We got the Amon-Ra St. Brown, Matthew Golden rookie patch, Myles Garrett, Dak Prescott, Colson Loveland rookie patch, Tyler Warren rookie patch, Quinshawn Junkins rookie patch, Bo Nix patch, Patrick Mahomes patch, and Terrence Ferguson rookie patch. fun stuff doing those bundles. 10 of them was a lot, but hey, we got through them in pretty good time there. It was really about an hour once I got done with introductions and got everything. So that is not too bad at all. We're still a few minutes ahead of pace. Let's talk about that hit counter and see how you guys did. We take it back to the hit counter. So the Browns, or the Giant spot, not the Brown spot, Robbie. Sorry, the Giant spot did take that win with 13, and we end up at 32. Unfortunately, we got a little quiet in those last 5 bundles on the hit counter, so we didn't get any for the number. But Dan, Lou, Robert, Steve, Tom, Robbie S, and Andrew, you guys all managed to grab leprechauns for picking the Giants. So congratulations there. That's 6 leprechauns achieved in that break. And you guys got 2 more breaks here to get some more leprechauns. So I'll take the hit counter off. Let's bring up the schedule real quick just so you guys see where we're at. Again, we are done with our first break, 891 of the evening. We are now moving on to break 892, which is not 1, but 2 full Cello packs of 2024 Select Football trading cards. After that, then, we're going to do 5 of those downtown bundles with the oversized downtowns. I love those things. Excited to rip those. But I am very excited to get back to Select because hopefully, per usual, we should expect to see a lot of those quarterbacks come out of here. So we got our list for break number 892, our 2 Cello boxes of Select. Shane, let's get you some Marvin Harrison Jr. Chrissy, how about some Penix Jr.? Shane with the Ravens. Brian with the Bills. The Panthers going to Shane. Robbie getting the Bears. Robbie, let's get you some Caleb. Robert on the Bengals. Robbie with the Browns. Shirley S&N with the, how about them Cowboys? Matthew, let's get you some Bo Nix and the Broncos. We got Robbie with the Lions, Scout with the Packers, Jay with the Texans, the Colts going to Jeffrey B along with the Jaguars. Get you some Brian Thomas Jr. there, hopefully. Matthew with the Chiefs, Brian the Raiders and the Chargers. The Rams going to Ryan, Shane the Dolphins, Owen the Vikings. See if we can get you some JJ. We've got Robert with the Patriots, Jay with the Saints, Thomas the Giants, Malik Neighbors action. See if they can stay as hot in this break as they were in the last break. We got Matthew with the Jets and the Eagles, Thomas the Steelers, Kevin the Niners, the Seahawks, Giannis, Richard on the Bucks, Jay on the Titans, Brian on Washington. Get you some Jaden Daniels. And I did miss Robert saying for the Patriots. Let's get you some Drake May, the hottest quarterback out of this class. Guys, this is what's fun is that we still have the opportunity to rip and get so excited about 2024 products. These quarterbacks, not only have they generally held strong in their second year, but if you look at really, I mean, Bo Nix leading the Broncos to the number 1 seed, Drake May and the Patriots dominating, talking about an MVP season there. Jaden Daniels' season was kind of a wash with his injuries, but still some talent there. I think he'll still be good. Caleb Williams figuring some things out, getting the Bears into the playoffs and beating the Packers. This 2024 quarterback class has been very good, and it's helping make it so that there's still reason to rip 2024 as much as there is. So that is awesome. So good luck on those spots, guys. And let's get to the hit counter. We'll talk about the hit counter as I open these again. Don't forget, if you guys haven't done so already, please find your way down to that like and subscribe button. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. We are on the threshold of 6,000 subscribers, and it can only grow from there. So please, if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and hit those share buttons and share us with your friends. Let's grow this thing, my friends. If you're in eBay, please make sure you do have us saved as a seller, so you know when all of our auctions go up, when our shows get published, and all that fun stuff. Also, if you haven't made your way to cardlines.com yet or in a while, make sure you go check it out. We've always got new content coming out. You can sign up for our newsletter that comes out twice a week. You can go to our shop and find products so you can rip on your own. We've got supplies at better than retail prices, so check all that out. And I'm going to wrap, guys. We've got Cardline shirts and hats available on the website at a pretty good price, all things considered, for some merch. So if you want to dress like your favorite breakers here at Cardlines, get yourself a ball cap and a shirt. Check them out on the site. So our 4 spots, guys, are those quarterbacks for the most part. A few of the rookies. So we've got Drake May and Bo Nix are together. We've got Caleb and JD5 are together. We've got Michael Penix Jr. and JJ McCarthy are together. And then we got Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. are together. So you guys tell us. Oh no, you don't. Sorry, but you didn't have to be in the break to get a leprechaun. You have to play in the hit counter. So you gotta be, you gotta be there. Did you pick Max? We may have missed Redbeard.
You picked Giant.
Yeah, so we'll get you on that. But no, you guys don't have to be in the break. I think we just missed that one. So sorry about that. We're gonna get you a leprechaun added in there. Apologies on that one. All right. So you guys tell us which of those pairings is going to get the most leprechauns, or the most cards, and then the total of all 4 of those together. So that is 8 players, and we'll see how many we get out of these boxes. I'll revisit again before you guys have to lock it in. So here we go. Good luck. We've got Van Ginkel for the Vikings. Gets us started for Owen with the first card on the board. Jake Ferguson, Cooper Rush for the Cowboys. Here's a Buccaneer, Robert. Lamonte David, Jared Goff. Our first die cut is going to be Nico Collins from the Houston Texans. So congrats, Jay, on the Nico Collins. Then we've got our shocks. Jalen Carter for the Eagles on the shock. A premier level shock for the Steelers of Corey Trice. And there's our first quarterback, and that is a great shock. It's a club level Bo Nix. So Matthew C., congratulations. Club level Bo Nix on the shock. And so Drake and Bo are the first ones on the hit counter board at 1. We're going to keep it going right along with Michael Penix Jr., the lefty. Hopefully he can get over his injury woes and get back to form this year. The Falcons, they could have a good team if they stayed healthy. Michael Penix and JJ are on that board. Here's a turbocharged CJ Stroud. And there is a Marvin Harrison Jr., excuse me. I don't know why I was thinking Neighbors. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the numbers for Shane. The 18. Congratulations on a Marv Harrison Jr. And so Marv and Neighbors, that's why I said that for that spot. They get to 1. They're at 3. For the Panthers, you got a select certified of Jonathan Brooks, Greg Rousseau on the club level, Nakobe Dean. Mike Sanistro, rookie for the Commanders. There's a Patrick Mahomes for the Chiefs, Matthew. Rico Dowdle, he's now with the Panthers. Demarion Overshawn for the Cowboys. And we've got a premier level die cut refractor of Jared Goff for the Detroit Lions. Robbie, there you go. Congrats on the Jared Goff. Antonio Gibson on the shock for the Patriots. And Mike Allstott for the Buccaneers. Richard H. on the club level, or the premier level shock. And then we got Jair Alexander on the club level shock for the Packers. Scout, congrats. There's a CJ Stroud future. Lamar Jackson on the turbocharge for the Ravens. Shane. How about a Patrick Mahomes on the numbers 15 for the Chiefs? That is our second Patrick Mahomes of the break. So the Chiefs are getting an earlier start for you, Matthew. Here's Ray Davis on the select certified rookie. Kelvin Hill club level. Braden Fisk on the premier level rookie. CJ Stroud. Curtis Samuel. There's a Michael Penix Jr. for the Falcons. Congrats, Chrissy. Michael Penix, number 2 for the Falcons. And Penix and J.J. McCarthy take a lead up at 2 on the hit counter. Brock Purdy having a phenomenal year and career for the Niners. Stephon Diggs, Dexter Lawrence. There's a Malik Neighbors, and it's a die-cut rookie for the Giants. Congratulations to Thomas on the Malik Neighbors die-cut refractor. And Malik and Marv go to 2 on the hit counter. We're up to 5 already. We got a kicker alert on the shock. It's Cam Little for the Jaguars. And there's Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood for the Jets. Matthew on the premier level shock. Andre Reed, Hall of Famer for the Bills on that shock. Jordan Addison, future. Turbocharge, Aaron Rodgers. Puka Nacua on the numbers. Latu for the Colts, Jeff Ribby. Another kicker alert here, Evan McPherson. There's our first of hopefully many Caleb Williams for the Bears. Robbie, congratulations. And Caleb and JD are on the board now. Everyone's got at least one for the spots. There's Kyle Hamilton, Lamar Jackson, Harrison Smith. 3 straight Ravens. How about that? Cedric Tillman for the Browns. Justin Fields. Our die cut this time is going to be TJ Hawkinson for the Vikings. Congrats to the Vikings spot, Owen. Brock Purdy on a shock for the Niners. Drake May on a premier level shock for the Patriots. There we go. So we got a Knicks shock and now a Drake May. Congratulations, Robert B. There's a Drake May shock. And so Drake and Bo get to 2 as well. Club level, Braylon Allen on the rookie shock. Keon Coleman, future rookie. Cooper Kupp turbocharged. Dak Prescott numbers. And there's Jaden Daniels. Boy, we're covering them all, guys. We're hitting all the quarterbacks. These Cello boxes, we don't have too many more of them, unfortunately. But, man, every time we rip these, it is quarterbacks galore. And it's not letting us down this time either. All the spots are at 2 on the hit counter right now. Here's Patrick Queen, Aaron Rodgers, Amari Cooper, DeMarcus Lawrence, Jahan Dotson, rookie kicker Will Reichard, Darnell Mooney on the die cut for the Falcons, Michael Penix Jr. for the Falcons on a shock. We've gotten 3 quarterback shocks as well. And Penix and JJ go to 3, all thanks to Penix so far. Here's Emmitt Smith on a shock for the Cowboys. And Michael Penix on the club level. So within 1 pack, 2 Michael Penix shocks. Congratulations, Chrissy. The Falcons are killing it right now. And so is Michael Penix Jr. Then we got Marvin Harrison on the future rookie for Shane and the Cardinals. Boy, the hit counter is lighting it up right now. So Neighbors and Marv go to 3. Here's a Monroe St. Brown on a turbocharged. Caleb Williams on the numbers for the Bears. Congratulations to Robbie. And Caleb and JD go to 3. We got a Brock Bowers select certified for the Raiders. Brian. Woo, this box is smoking right now. There's a club level Dak Prescott's. Another Michael Penix Jr. for the Falcons on the premier level. So we've gotten a base. We've gotten a premier level. We've gotten a shock premier level. We've gotten a club shock. And one other one of Michael Penix. That's 5 total for him. Jalen Waddle, Sauce Gardner, Chase Brown, Kareem Hunt, Xavier Worthy, rookie for the Chiefs, Rasul Douglas, Dan Hampton on a die cut for the Bears, club level die cut. Dan Hampton. Legendary player for the Bears. Robbie, congrats. There's Curtis Samuel for the Bills. And Traylon Walker for the Jags, along with Kyler Murray for the Cardinals for Shane. Anthony Richardson on the future. Triple charge Tyreek Hill. DK Metcalf on the numbers. Ricky Pearsall on the certified rookie. There's Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jaguars, Jeffrey B. And Xavier Legette. We get into our second half of the first box here. Cam Jordan, Josh Jacobs, Bo Nix. Congratulations to the Bronco spot. That is our second Bo Nix, Matthew. So Bo and Drake go to 3 on the hit counter. We're up to 14 on the hit counter, my friends, and rolling here. Penny Sewell, David Montgomery. We got Howie Long on a die-cut refractor for the Raiders. You got Sanistril for the Commanders on the shock. DJ Moore for the Bears. And Aaron Rodgers on a club-level shock for the Jets. There's Braylon Allen, rookie future. Turbocharged, Dak Prescott, Lamar numbers. Malachi Corley on the select certified rookie. Adam Thielen, club level. And Drake May, premier level for the Patriots. Congrats once again to Robert on the Patriots spots. There's a Drake May. And Drake and Bo go to 4. We're up to 15. Joe Andreessen, rookie for the Bills. Kamari Lassiter, rookie for the Texans. Will Anderson, George Kittle. Deion Dawkins on the die cuts for the Bills. Great offensive lineman for the Bills, Deion Dawkins. Dexter Lawrence for the Giants. Joe Burrow on the shock for the Bengals. Congrats, Robert. And Justin Tucker on the club level shock. There's Brock Bowers on the future rookie for the Raiders. Congrats, Brian. He's not on the hit counter, but that's a good one. He had 107 catches his rookie year. Rookie turbocharge for the Bears, Roma Dunes. Rodgers on the numbers. Bo Nix on the select certified. Congrats again to Matthew and the Broncos spots. There's a Bo Nix certified, and Drake and Bo tie up the hit counter. We got 2 tied at 5. We're at 16 right now. Darnell Washington, Trelon Walker, and Emmitt Smith. There is another Brock Bowers for the Raiders. Holy smokes. Rashad White for the Buccaneers. Hufanga. There's rookie Bucky Irvin for the Buccaneers. Richard, congrats. Ivan Pace, A.J. Brown on a die cut for the Eagles. Matthew, congrats. We got Stephon Diggs on the shock. Joe Namath on the shock. And JD5, Jaden Daniels on a club level shock. Matching the Bo Nix club level shock we got. JD5 hitting the board. Caleb and JD go to 4. We're at 17. Ricky Pearsall on the rookie future. Malik Neighbors on the turbocharged. Again, between the quarterbacks and receivers, this 24 rookie class was a good one. Or is a good one, I guess. There we go, turbocharged. Malik Neighbors. So Neighbors and Marv go to 4. Yeah, Robbie, the shocks do look real nice. There we go. Jalen Waddle. Michael Penix Jr. again for Chrissy. The Falcons answering the call tonight. And the quarterbacks, of course, as I expected, answered the call very well. So the Penix and JJ spot retake the lead with 6. Again, all because of Michael Penix. There's Mike Allstott and Corey Trice. So it is now time for JJ McCarthy to hold up his end of the bargain. There's Nico Collins, Darnell Mooney, A.J. Brown, Howie Long, Minka Fitzpatrick. A die cut for the Patriots of Kendrick Bourne. Not to be confused with Kendrick Lamar. Congrats to the Patriots spot. DeMar and Overshawn, Matthew Stafford on a premier level for the Rams. Ryan, congrats. And Alexander Madison for the Raiders. There's Xavier Worthy on the future. Marv Harrison Jr. on the turbocharged. For the Cardinals, Shane, there we go. And Marvin Harrison and Malik Neighbors go to 5 on the hit counter. There's Xavier Worthy by the numbers rookie. Bucky Irvin, certified rookie in the orange creamsicle jerseys. Montez Sweat on the club level and James Cook. Fred Taylor, Kamani Vidal, rookie for the Chargers. Jordan Davis, Malik Neighbors for the Giants. Congrats, Thomas. There's Malik. So Malik and Marv are going to tie up the hit counter at 6. We're up to 21. Fitzpatrick on the die cut for the Steelers. Club level, or shock, of Rico Dowdle. Premier shock of James Cook. And there is J.J. McCarthy finally answering the call. And we get a club level shock of J.J. McCarthy for the Vikings. Owen, congratulations. So J.J. and Penix regain the lead again at 7. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs on the future. Turbocharged Joe Burrow. Justin Jefferson by the numbers. Xavier Legette, certified rookie. Icky Woods, do the Icky Shuffle for the Bengals. Roberts, DJ Moore. Bobby Okereke, Roma Dunze for the Bears. Tyrone Tracy for the Giants. Chris Jones. We got CJ Stroud, Tua. Tyler Nubin on a die cut for the Giants. Patrick Mahomes on a shock for the Chiefs. Matthew, congrats. We got Bobby Okereke on the shock premier level for the Giants, and Rashee Rice on the club level. Caleb Williams on the select future for the Bears. Congratulations to Robbie. Yeah, Robert, what you got to do is you got to think whatever break you want to buy the Buccaneers in, you've got to buy them in whatever other break we're doing. You got to reverse psychology them. Caleb and JD5 go to 5. We're up to 23. And Caleb and JD5 are going to go up to 6 because there's a Jaden Daniels turbocharged for Brian. Brian, congratulations. There's Jaden Daniels turbocharged. So they go to 6. We're at 24. And we're at 25 because we got a Bo Nix by the numbers. Matthew, wow. 3 straight quarterbacks. We almost made it 4, but we didn't. Bo Nix. And so Bo and Drake go to 6. Man, this is a race. Jermaine Burton for the Bengals. There's Joe Namath and Joe Burrow. All right, guys. Wow, take a look at this hit counter. After one box, 25 times these rookies came to play, guys. 25 times. 6 Drake, May, and Bo Nixes. We've got 6 Caleb and JD5s, 7 Michael Penix Jr. and JJ McCarthy, and 6 Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. So it is really anybody's game at this point as we go into the second box. The difference right now, ironically enough, is that one JJ McCarthy. So I called him out. He came out in a big one with the shot club level. But that JJ McCarthy, that one, right now is the difference on the hit counter. But you guys take the time now to decide which of those pairings is going to end up with the most cards in this break, and then what the total of all 4 spots is going to be. So the first box, the halfway point, we did get up to 25. So there's a shot here, guys, we can get to 50. And that's crazy talk because we don't usually get to the 50s unless we do like full teams or inserts. This is just 8 players. That's how good these rookies have come out to play in this break. They have come out 25 times. So can we get to 50? I think we can. I hope we can. That would be awesome. But man, look at that. Look at how much those quarterbacks come out to play in one box. So think about it. If you had bought that one Cello box just for yourself, you would have had 25 of those rookies, not to mention, I think, 3 Patrick Mahomes inserts, a bunch of Brock Bowers that we don't have on the hit counter, some Brian Thomas Jr.'s. What a great box that was. To start to lock that in, guys, my vote right now, guys, is I think that we're going to end up with Drake May and Bo Nix, I think are going to be the winners. And I think we're going to end up with, I'm going to say 48. I think we're going to just miss 50. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we go over 50. But you guys need to lock that in. Max is going to give you guys about 10 seconds, and then he is going to close up the hit counter. So get those predictions in. Good luck to you to get a leprechaun. And here we go to the second half of this second break of the night. 892 are 2 select Cello boxes. There's Ivan Pace, Joe Andreessen rookie, Kamari Lassiter rookie, CJ Stroud, Tua, die cut for the Commanders of Marshawn Lattimore. Then we got Tip Ryman on the rookie shock, Mo Alley Cox on the shock, and Ricky Pearsall, rookie on the club level shock for the San Francisco 49ers. Kevin, congrats. And we're going to get the hit counter going right away, guys, with a Caleb Williams numbers for the Bears. Robbie, congratulations. Caleb Williams, number 18 there. And so Caleb and JD tie up the lead at 7. There's a Brock Bowers select certified for the Raiders. Brian. We got Keon Coleman, future for the Bills. Turbocharged Cooper Kupp. And kicker alert, Joshua Carty, rookie. And then there's a Josh Allen sighting for the Bills. Brian on the premier level. How about another Brock Bowers? I think this is our 5th Brock Bowers for the Raiders. Congrats, Brian. Rashad White, Hufanga. There's another Bucky Irvin for the Buccaneers. Xavier Worthy on a die cut for the Chiefs. Sam Darnold for the Vikings on the shock. Hunter Henry. And Jared Goff for the Lions. We got DK Metcalf on the numbers. Ricky Pearsall on the select certified. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the future. Shane, congratulations on another Marv Jr. And him and Neighbors go to 7 on the hit counter. We got a 3-way tie at first. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jimmy Graham, club level. Jackson Powers Johnson for the Raiders, and Andy Dalton. Kyle Hamilton, Lamar Jackson, Harrison Smith. Cedric Tillman, Justin Fields, Calvin Hill. So a couple Cowboy die cuts there. Calvin Hill on the club level refractor. There's Tyler Guyton for the Cowboys on a shock, rookie. Aaron Jones for the Vikings and Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. And another, I got to get some more sleeves. Another Marvin Harrison Jr. Congratulations to Shane and the Cardinals spots. Marvin Harrison, I am a magnet for him, especially in select. They take the lead now. They're at 8. We're at 28. There's Jonathan Brooks on the select certified. Anthony Richardson. Turbocharged Tyreek Hill. Brian Burns on the club level. And Riley Moss. There's Chris Jones. Fred Taylor. Kamani Vidal, rookie. Jordan Davis. There's Malik Neighbors. So Marvin Harrison Jr. and Malik Neighbors are going to go to 9. They're going to take a 2-point lead here on the hit counter. So congrats for the Giants spot again, Thomas. Die cuts of DeMarcus Lawrence for the Cowboys. And then another J.J. McCarthy on another shock for the Vikings. Owen, congratulations on the J.J. shock. And J.J. and Penix Jr. get back up to 8. There's another kicker, Ryan McPherson and Brandon Ayuk on the shocks. Mr. Rogers, 8. And Bo Nix on the select certified rookie for the Broncos. Matthew, congratulations. There's Bo Nix. So Drake and Bo go to 7. We're at 31. Braylon Allen, rookie. Turbocharged Dak Prescott. Another Brock Bowers on a premier level for the Raiders. Congrats, Brian. Holy smokes. Kayvon Thibodeau, Penny Sewell, David Montgomery. There's Roma Dunze for the Bears. Tyrone Tracy for the Giants. The Packers are going to get a die cut. How about a little Christian Watson for the Packers? Congratulations to Scout. There's a Fashanu rookie on a shock. Trey Benson and Xavier Rhodes. Jalen Waddle on the numbers. Michael Penix Jr. on the select certified rookie for Chrissy and the Falcons. So Penix Jr. and JJ tie it back up at 9. If he had his own spot on the hit counter, he would be rolling. There's Brock Bowers for the Raiders. More top loaders. Congrats again to the Raiders spot, Brock Bowers. There's another Rome for the Bears on the turbocharged. Devin Singletary. There's another Rome for the Bears. Congrats, Robbie. Between Roma Dunze and Caleb Williams, you are having a great break. T. Higgins, Will Anderson, George Kittle, Cameron Jordan, Josh Jacobs, Bo Nix again for the Broncos on a base. Congratulations to Matthew on another Bo Nix. And Bo and Drake go to 8. We're up to 33 on the hit counter. Die cut for the Bills, Rasul Douglas. Shock, Elam. Anger, kicker alert there for the Colts. And Danielle Hunter. Dak Prescott on the numbers. Jaden Daniels on a select certified for the Commanders. Congratulations, Brian. Select just loaded with these quarterbacks. So JD and Caleb go to 8. We're at 34. Ricky Pearsall on the future rookie. Malik Neighbors, turbocharged for the Giants. Congratulations to the Giants again, Thomas. Malik Neighbors and Harrison are the first one to double digits. We're at 35. Sam Hubbard and Ladarius Sneed. Second half of our second box is Malik Washington, rookie. Marvin Harrison Jr., rookie for Shane. Shane, congrats. Marv and Malik go to 11 on the hit counter. Najee Harris, kicker alert, Daniel Carlson. Kicker alert again, rookie Torrey Taylor. A die cut Taylor rep for the Bills. There's Tariq Woolen for the Seahawks. Let me use them both to get the die cut in the sleeve there. There's that rep. CJ Stroud on a shock. And Mike Evans. There's that Mike Evans Robert was asking for. There's Justin Jefferson on the numbers. Xavier Legette. Xavier Worthy. Marv Harrison once again for Shane and the Cardinals. So Marv Harrison and Neighbors go to 12. They're extending their lead a little bit right now. Here's Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs, a couple of Lions. Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence. Fuaga rookie for the Saints. Buda Baker. Amari Cooper on the die cut for the Bills. Dak Prescott on the shock. Braden Fisk rookie. And Brock Purdy on a club level. And then another Bo Nix on the numbers for the Broncos. Congratulations to Matthew. Man, these quarterbacks are killing it. So Drake and Bo go to 9. There's Jermaine Burton on the select certified. Jahmyr Gibbs future. Turbocharged, Joe Burrow. Jamal Williams, Ray Davis rookie. And DeMarcus Ware. Keep cheering your guys. We'll see what happens. Nico Collins. Darnell Mooney, A.J. Brown. Howie Long. Minka Fitzpatrick. We got a Dak Prescott for SNN. Congrats on the die cut there. Club level die cut Dak Prescott. Marquise Brown on the shock. Caleb Williams. Premier level shock for the Chicago Bears. Robbie, congratulations. There's a Caleb on the premier level shock. And Caleb and JD go to 9. We're up to 39 on the hit counter. Here's a Lad McConkey shock club level rookie. There's a lot going on that card for the Chargers. Brian, congrats. Lamar on the numbers. Malachi Corley, select certified rookie. Caleb Williams on the future. There you go, Robbie. Congrats. Caleb Williams on the future rookie. So Caleb and JD go to 10. And we're at 40. Caleb and JD go to 11. Want a Jaden Daniels triple charge for Brian. So Caleb and JD go to 11. We're at 41. There's a Barry Sanders club level for the Lions. We got Jared Verse rookie for the Rams. Drake May for the Patriots. There we go. Congratulations to Robert. Here's Drake May. And Bo and Drake are in double digits at 10 now. We're at 42. Devonta Smith. Blake Corum rookie. Jameis Winston. Caleb Williams on a base for the Bears. He has woken up big time. Robbie, congratulations. There's a Caleb. So Caleb and JD go to 12, and they tied the lead. Now we're at 43. Kicker alert on the die cut. Will Reichard for the Vikings. Josh Allen on a shock for the Bills. Ryan, congratulations. We got Xavier Legette rookie shock on the premier level and Eric Dickerson on the club level. And Jaden Daniels on the numbers for the Commanders, Brian. So Caleb and JD take sole possession of the lead at 13. We're at 44 now. Dallas Turner rookie. Drake May on the future. Congrats to the Patriots, Robert. Drake May. They go to 11. Him and Bo do. We're at 45. And they're going to go to 12 because they got back-to-back Drake Mays. Turbocharged Drake May. Robert, congratulations. Turbocharged Drake May. They go to 12. We're at 46. So that 50 looks like it could be right on. There's Joe Alt, rookie for the Chargers. Bo Nix again. Wow. Drake May and Bo Nix are storming right now. Congratulations on the Broncos spot, Matthew. And Drake and Bo tie it up for the lead. Look out. We're at 47. Travis Kelce, Quinyon Mitchell, rookie. Brian Urlacher, Joe Montana for the Niners. Keon Coleman on a die cut for the Bills, rookie die cut premier level. Try this one. These specific die cuts I do not like. There we go. Die cut for the Bills. Those ones just don't go in very easily. J.C. Latham, rookie shock. Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jaguars on the premier level shock. Cooking with Kellen, I don't know what your comment means. Am I pulling cards or showing them? I don't really know what that means, man. So clarify yourself, or, I don't know. Just come in with nicer attitude than that. Tremont Edmonds on the shock. Bijan Robinson on the numbers. Ladd McConkey on the select certified. Will Anderson on the future. Jared Goff on the turbocharged. Marvin Mims. Cal Pitts. CeeDee Lamb. Braylon Allen rookie. There's Jaden Reed. Jaden Daniels for the Commanders. Congrats, Brian. So JD and Caleb regain the sole possession of the lead at 14. We're at 48. There's Michael Penix, Aaron Rodgers, Jahan Dotson on the die cuts. There's Drew Bledsoe on a shock, Nakobe Dean, and Cortland Sutton on a club level. Xavier Worthy rookie numbers. Bucky Irvin on the certified rookie. Aiden Hutchinson, Justin Herbert turbocharged. Xavier Worthy on the rookie. And our final card of the break is going to be a good one. Premier level, Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. So, guys, we've got about 4 or 5 stacks that big of shocks and rookies that are all going to get sleeved up and taken care of. Obviously, if I had taken the time to sleeve and top load all of those on screen, well, I'd still be in the first box. But here we go. Any slabs, guys? This is a pre-sold break. We are pulling cards right now. So no, we don't have any slabs. We're pulling select. You could check the description of the show to know what it is. But we're pulling cards right now. I'm showing the people that bought into the break the good cards that they got. So welcome in. Feel free to join us and enjoy the show. But please don't ask me to sell you cards or singles or things like that. This is a pre-sold auction show, okay? So guys, congratulations to our hits here. We got a Brian Thomas Jr., a Josh Allen shock, Ladd McConkey, Marvin Harrison, Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers, Malik Neighbors, Marvin Harrison, Brock Bowers, Ricky Pearsall on the shock, Patrick Mahomes on the shock, Malik Neighbors, Marvin Harrison turbocharged, Malik Neighbors turbocharged, Brock Bowers, Marvin Harrison, Malik Neighbors on the die cuts, Patrick Mahomes, and Marvin Harrison. So look at all those Brock Bowers for the Raiders. Congratulations on those pulls for the Raiders. We got a whole bunch of Marvin Harrison Jr. Congratulations to Shane on that one. We got a whole bunch of Malik Neighbors. Congratulations to the Giants, Thomas, on that. And then this whole pile right here, guys, is 2024 rookie quarterbacks. We got Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Drake May future, Jaden Daniels numbers, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels turbocharged, Caleb Williams future, Caleb Williams premier level shock, Bo Nix numbers, Jaden Daniels certified, Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr. certified, Bo Nix certified, JJ on the shock, Caleb Williams on the numbers, Bo Nix on the numbers, turbocharged, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams on the future, JJ McCarthy on the shock, Penix Jr. on the certified, Jaden Daniels on the shock, Bo Nix, Drake May premier level, Bo Nix, Penix Jr., Caleb Williams numbers, Penix Jr. shock, Jaden Daniels certified, Drake May on the shock, Caleb Williams, Penix Jr., and Penix Jr. and Bo Nix on the shock. So we did only get 2 J.J. McCarthy's, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 Drake Mays, all different ones. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Caleb Williams in the breaks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Michael Penix Jr.'s. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Jaden Daniels. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Bo Nix. So Bo Nix is the big winner for the Broncos. Matthew C., congratulations. And how that shook out on the hit counter, my friends, is Caleb and JD did take it and a narrow margin there with 14, and we got to 28. So Dan, Lou, Thomas, and Robert, you guys all got leprechauns for picking Caleb and JD correctly. And then Robbie and Lou, you both managed to grab leprechauns. So Lou, you doubled up. Congratulations on the number as well, getting within 1 in either direction. So congratulations, guys. 6 more leprechauns were earned in that break. As I bring up our schedule, here we go to our final break of the evening, guys. It is going to be a fun one. It is going to be 5 of those Donruss bundles with the oversized downtowns. They're too big for the screen, which we love. I love pulling these. These are so much fun to do, these bundles. We're going to get 5 of the oversized downtowns, plus a whole lot more fun cards. Maybe we get a regular downtown. And then once we're done with that, we're going to do a recap. We're going to do some giveaways. And then we're going to send you guys on your way for the evening. So as I bring up our team list for break number 893, which was off, for the Donruss bundles, I'm going to start to open up the bundles as I go through. You guys will hear us fumbling around with them for a minute as we get all the cards out. Just throw those down there. But I do want to say thank you to Dan for grabbing the Cardinals and the Falcons. John, the Ravens, Brian, the Bills, Benjamin, the Panthers, Jake, the Bears, Johannes, the Bengals, Dan, the Browns, John, the Cowboys, Richard, the Broncos. We got Robert with the Lions. We've got Andrew with the Packers, John, the Texans, the Colts going to Spencer, Benjamin with the Jaguars, Spencer with the Chiefs and the Raiders, John with the Chargers, Kevin the Rams, Ryan the Dolphins, John the Vikings, Ryan. Ooh, there we go. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Three bundles. All right, so back at it. The Chiefs and Raiders. Spencer, John the Chargers, Kevin the Rams, Ryan the Dolphins, John the Vikings, Brian the Patriots, Samuel the Saints, Drew the Giants, John the Jets, Jonathan the Eagles, Bubba G the Steelers, Kevin the Niners, Giannis the Seahawks, Robert the Buccaneers. Let's get you this one on the Buccaneers. Samuel on the Titans, and Washington going to Brian again. Guys, thank you for grabbing the teams in this break. Good luck. And let's see what we can get you guys. Again, we're going to get 5 oversized downtowns. Hopefully, we can get a regular downtown. We have seen out of these bundles, we usually get a couple patches or even autos. And so we will see what we can pull together. We're going to get some of those red Pandoras. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's what we're going to do in this final break. Good luck, you guys, on each and every one of your spots. Let me talk about the hit counter here for a second. And this will be your chance. We've got 2 more chances at leprechauns available to you guys. And you can get those leprechauns by telling us. We're going to go to teams on this one. And we're going to go to types of workers is the theme I went for this one. What a type of job based on the team name. So you could be a meat packer. You could be a steel worker. You could be a 49er, a miner. Or you could be a cowboy. So anytime a player from one of those 4 teams shows up in this break, I'm going to put a 1 or a ticker up on the hit counter. So you guys tell us which team in this 5-bundle break is going to get the most cards and what the total of all 4 teams is going to be. If you pick the right team for the break, you're going to get a leprechaun running in your name after this break for some free stuff. If you pick the total number correct, then you are going to get a leprechaun in your name as well. And again, we do horseshoes and hand grenades style. So you can get 1 in either direction. So if you pick 40 and it ends up being 41, you get a leprechaun. We like to give away free stuff. So there's 5 bundles. We are going to give you through the 3rd bundle before you guys will need to lock in your predictions. So you will have 60% of the way through this break to figure it out. But as I always say, it is way more fun for you to make your predictions now and give you those bragging rights. So if you want, you can ride or die and say you knew it all along. Or you can always update it. We always give you a chance before we close them up to update it. And if you get those right, you're going to get leprechauns running in your name. So I have for sure seen a couple of our red Pandoras already. Those red Pandoras are all rated rookies. They're really nice cards, and they've held their value pretty well. So if we pull some of the nicer rookies in those red Pandoras, that is going to drive a lot of value for you guys. So I hope we can do that. I see those predictions coming in. I love it. Again, this will be our final break of the evening. You guys do us a favor, hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff, share on the socials. You guys know what we're asking for on that. We appreciate it. Make sure that you do check out and try and get your hands on some spots for breaks the rest of this week. Again, we've got auctions that are live right now. If you missed these spots for Donruss tonight, we're running 5 more of them on Friday. So go check out the open auctions for those. And don't miss out on those, along with another fun football break of some of those absolute calendars. So some more absolute. Maybe we'll get a kaboom on Friday as well. Tomorrow we're going to be doing, Marty's going to be ripping some baseball for auctions that close tonight for baseball. And then Sunday, guys, Sunday we're going to hit break number 900. And we're going to celebrate that in style. We're doing some baseball. And we're doing a player break from a half a case of Prospect Edition first off the line from this year. So we're hoping for Paul Skeens, Jacob Wilson, Nick Kurtz, Jacob Mizorowski. Those type of guys are all in that checklist. First off the line usually means cards like numbered less than 10. Each box with 6 autographs in there. So a pick your player break on Sunday for that, along with a full case of 2022 2021 Chronicles, and then some Panini Crusade, which also has autographs in them as well. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So check all that out, guys. It's gonna be a fun couple of days of break, and don't miss out on those spots. So pick your teams, pick how many total we're gonna get, and let's get going. Good luck. I've got our first 3 packs out. Then we'll do our first 3 oversized, and then we'll finish up the other 2 at the halfway point. Our first card is going to be Mike Williams for the Steelers. Congratulations to Bubba G. You're the first card on the box. Josh Downs. We've got Sanistril on the press proof for the Commanders. Oladejo rated rookie for the Titans. And right away, guys, we got a patch. It's a Bosa, bro. It's Nick Bosa. And he's going to be with the 49ers. Congratulations to Kevin on a Nick Bosa patch to get us going. So we're on the board with a patch already. Kevin, congratulations. And that is a 49er. I forgot about the hit counter there. Steeler was in there as well. So, we've got a Steeler on the hit counter board. I'm going to have to remember those. And we've got a 49er on the board as well. There is Zach Moss, Greg Dortch, Jordan Love on the throwback insert. That is a Packer on the hit counter. We got Will McDonald for the Jets, DeAndre Swift, a kid reporter, Tyler Algier, Terrell Owens, Kyle Pitts on the press proof for the Falcons, Mason Graham for the Browns, Kyle Pitts again for the Falcons, Quincy Williams. The rookies checkerboard refractor, Jaden Higgins for Houston. Congratulations to John on the Jaden Higgins. There's a Bo Nix throwback. He was all over the last break. Congrats, Rich. Adam Thielen, Cortland Sutton, Geno Stone, Alvin Kamara. There is T-Law on the press proof for the Jaguars. Benjamin, congrats. Tyler Loop, rookie kicker for the Ravens. He missed a heartbreak kicker to lose the game for him. Oh! Autograph! Rookie Dylan Sampson for the Browns. Hey-o, Dan. We already got a patch in this bundle, so I did not expect an autograph. Wow, guys. Press proof autograph of Dylan Sampson. I haven't got anything under 100 yet, so I got to light some fireworks. We got to celebrate that one a little bit. Dylan Sampson rated rookie auto on the press proof for the Browns. Dan, congratulations. That's awesome. That is awesome. An auto and a patch out of the first bundle. There's L'Jarius Sneed, Levante David for the Buccaneers. Savion Williams on the red Pandora. Congratulations to the Packers, Andrew. And the Packers get one up on the hit counter. They're starting with a lead. There is Jake Plummer, Drake London, Kid Reporter, Devonta Smith, Dante Culpepper, Harold Carmichael on the press proof for the Eagles, Donovan Jackson for the Vikings, Antonio Gibson, Tank Dell, Cam Ward on the Elite Series rookies for the Titans, Samuel B. Congratulations. Jeff Garcia for the 49ers. So they go to 2. DK Metcalf. There's a Steeler. The Steelers go to 2. The Cowboys need to answer here. John Elway, Devin Hester, Cole Kmet, Chad Johnson on a press proof for the Patriots. Eric Iomanar for the Titans on a rated rookie. Justin Herbert, Kenneth Walker. Kyle Williams on a rookie checkerboard for the Patriots. Congratulations to Brian. We got Ted McMillan on a rookie bomb squad for the Panthers. Ben. Nice one, Benjamin, on the Ted McMillan rookie bomb squad. Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants. Rashid Shaheed. There's another kid reporter. Culpepper, Chad Johnson. Press proof for the Buccaneers, Chris Godwin. There you go, Robert. DJ Giddens for the Colts. Darius Davis, Caden Ellis. Dominators for the Giants of Dexter Lawrence. I like those cards a lot. Michael Williams on the rated rookie retro for the 49ers. Kevin, congratulations on the Niners retro rated rookie. And that puts the 49ers now in the lead at 3 on the hit counter. The Packers are going to tie it back up with Dontavian Wicks, CJ Stroud, George Kittle for the Niners. So the Niners retake the lead. We got Packers and Niners doing a little dance here. Steelers, Mike Williams. Wow. Ashton Genty for the Raiders on a rated rookie. There we go. Let's keep hitting the rookies. Congratulations to the Raiders, Spencer. TJ Sanders for the Bills on the press proof. Steelers, TJ Watt. Steelers go to 4, tying it up. Congratulations to Bubba G. Golden Tate. And there is Alvin Kamara for the Saints. We've got our next red Pandora, and it's going to be Gunnar Helm for the Titans, Samuel. So we got the Cam Ward, and now we got a red Pandora of Gunnar Helm. Keenan Allen, Tyreek Hill, Chad Johnson. Niners again with George Kittle. So the Niners take the lead. Matthew Stafford on a press proof for the Rams. Quinn Ewers on the rated rookie for the Dolphins, Ryan. Julian Love for the Seahawks, Gesicki, Brian Burns. We got Jaden Higgins on the throwback canvas for the Texans. Congrats, John. Nick Chubb and Boomer Esiason. Getting into another bundle here. We got Terrell Owens, Geno Stone. We got Brian Thomas Jr. on the press proof. Dylan Gabriel, rated rookie for the Browns. Garrett Wilson for the Jets. Quentin Johnson. Luke Kuechly for the Eagles. How about a Saquon Barkley on the throwback? Congratulations to Jonathan on that one. Geno Smith, Cam Jordan. Greg Zuerlein, kicker for the Jets. CeeDee Lamb, finally our first Cowboy for the hit counter. We're up to 13. Mapu for the Patriots on a press proof. Mike Green, rated rookie. Carmichael, David Montgomery. Retro rated rookies for the Texans, Jaden Higgins. That's a sweet looking card there. Congrats to John for the Texans. Yeah, Dan, you bet. That was an awesome auto. Savion Williams on the red Pandora for the Packers. Congratulations to the Packers. Spots, Andrew. And the Packers get the 4 on the counter. There's Marvin Harrison Jr., Zach Ertz. There's another CeeDee Lamb for the Cowboys. J.K. Dobbins, Micah McFadden. DeAndre Hopkins on the press proof for the Ravens. Graham Mertz, Texans rated rookie. Antonio Gibson, Tank Dell. Jack Beck on a rookie bomb squad for the Raiders. Ricky Pearsall, 49ers, get another one on the hit counter. Nick Bonito, Tyler Algier. Terrell Owens. Omarion Hampton for the Chargers on a rated rookie. Congratulations to John for Omarion Hampton. Then right behind that on a press proof green for the Broncos, we got RJ Harvey. So Rich H, congrats on the RJ Harvey press proof. Buccaneers, Cade Otton, Marquise Brown, and Will Howard on the canvas throwback rated rookie for the Steelers. Bubba G, congrats. And the Steelers get a 5 on the hit counter. Red Pandora for the Patriots, Kyle Williams. Congratulations to Brian on the Kyle Williams red Pandora. There is Audric Esteem. Brandon Ayuk for the 49ers. The 49ers at 7 right now on the hit counter. Brian Robinson Jr. James Lofton, Hall of Famer for the Packers. They go up to 5. We're at 19. Khalil Mack on the press proof. Buccaneers. Emeka Egbuka on the rated rookie for Roberts. Congrats. Rookie Runnin' Williams. Torrey Holt. We got the Dominators for the Commanders, Brian Robinson Jr. And that's a nice red Pandora for the Patriots on Travion Henderson. Congratulations to the Patriots by Brian. That's a good one for you, Travion Henderson. There's your guy, Baker Mayfield, Robert, for the Buccaneers, Michael Wilson. Richard Todd, Aaron Rodgers. Michael Penix Jr. on the press proof. Elijah Arroyo for the Seahawks. And another patch, Mike Evans. Robert, there you go. We got you a Mike Evans hit. It wasn't the kaboom in the absolute box, but how about a Mike Evans patch for you on the Pro Bowl games? There you go. Mike Evans on the patch for the Buccaneers. Gotta be happy with that one, my man. Balkans, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs. We got Jamar Chase on a throwback for the Bengals. Rich Gannon, Troy Franklin. There's a Kid Reporter. Calvin Johnson, Quinyon Mitchell. Brandon Ayuk on the press proof. The 49ers just keeping their lead. Lambert Smith for the Chargers. Tutu Atwell. Chris Godwin for the Bucks. Ed Reed. Ashton Genty on the retro rated rookie for the Raiders. Congratulations to the Raiders spots again, Spencer. Packers, Luke Musgrave. Packers go to 6. They're chasing. Kendre Miller, Kid Reporter. Jason Taylor, Keon Coleman, Devontae Adams. There's Luke Kuechly on the press proof. Trevor Etienne. Devon Chain, Jaleel McLaughlin. There's rookie Abdul Carter on a throwback for the Giants. Congratulations, Drew. Boy, the Giants in the absolute break were on fire. We'll see if we can wake them up a little bit in these bundles as well. Justin Jefferson, our EJ Speed, Chad Johnson. George Kittle, once again for the Niners. The Niners go to 9. We're at 22. Harold Fannin Jr. for the Browns. There we go, Dan. Press proof for the Jets of Armand Membu. Congrats, John. Najee Harris, Warren Moon. And we've got Jalen Milroe on the rated rookies retro. So we've got quite a few of these rated rookie retros. You don't usually get quite as many of these. Congrats to the Seahawks, Giannis. Tyler Booker, Cowboys, Red Pandora. Congrats to John R. There's Tyler Booker. And the Cowboys get up to a lowly 3 on the hit counter. There's Joey Burrow, Mark Andrews, Dante Culpepper, Chad Johnson, James Pierce, rated rookie, Travion Henderson for the Patriots on a press proof rated rookie. Congratulations again, Brian. Christian McCaffrey, the Niners hit double digits, guys. We're at 24. Niners at 10. Lamar Jackson, Devin Hester on the Gridiron Kings. These are cool cards. I love these. They look like paintings. Congratulations to the Bears spot, Jake. And then the Ravens are going to get a red Pandora of Malachi Starks. John, congratulations. We got Max Crosby, Trevor Lawrence, Mike Williams for the Steelers. So the Steelers getting back in on the action. Josh Downs, Jerome Ford. Medicine for the Dolphins on a press proof. There's another Abdul Carter for the Giants. Kenneth Gainwell for the Steelers. He's in his Eagles uniform, but he's on the Steelers roster, and that's a Steeler card. Greg Rousseau. Road to the Super Bowl with a kicker alert there for Philadelphia. Jonathan, congrats. Tremaine Edmonds, Van Ginkel, Algier. Terrell Owens, Geno Stone. Oda Guzwa, press proof for the Cowboys. They go to 4. We're at 27 on the hit counter. Luther Burden for the Bears on the rated rookie. Jaleel McLaughlin, Tutu Atwell. Josh Allen on a Gridiron Kings. That is a cool parallel for the Bills. Brian, congratulations. Josh Allen for the Bills. There's Xavier Legette, Dave Craig. Jalen Coker, Cam Chancellor. Awasu Koromora for the Browns on the press proof. Tyleik Williams for the Lions. Calvin Ridley, Xavier McKinney for the Packers. They go to 7. Throwback canvas, Jalen Royals for the Chiefs. Spencer. Jake Plummer, Drake London. Jordan Love for the Packers. The Packers go to 8. Kid Reporter. Trey McBride, Eddie Pinheiro, kicker alert, and TJ Hawkinson on the press proof. There is a Travis Hunter for the Jaguars. Benjamin, congrats. We have not got quite as many of the big rookies on this one as we did in Absolute. The 49ers understood the call, though. There's Fred Warner. The Niners go to 11 on the hit counter. And there's another one, Demarcus Robinson. They go to 12. Matthew Golden on the rookies checkerboard. So the Packers starting to answer back here. Yeah, keep up in that total because we're still going. The Packers go to 9. We're at 32. There's Jaden Daniels on the instant. Malachi Corley, Justin Fields, Cole Kmet, Devonta Smith, Jadon Blue, rated rookie for the Cowboys. Cowboys go to 5. We're at 33. Tyler Loop, press proof rated rookie for the Ravens. Jahmyr Gibbs, Devon Chain, Jaleel McLaughlin. The rookies checkerboard for the Chargers, Omari and Hampton. Congratulations, John, on the Omari and Hampton. We got Breece Hall for the Jets. Christian Watson for the Packers. The Packers are in double digits now. They're at 10. At this point, you probably should wait. They just keep climbing, don't they? JSN, Tua. There's Fred Warner on a press proof for the Niners. They go to 13. We're up to 35. Jihad Campbell for the Eagles. Greg Rousseau, Donovan McNabb. A.J. Brown on the champ is here. King Henry on the throwback for the Ravens. Troy Franklin and Kai Fairburn, kicker alerts. We've got our 3 downtowns that we're going to start with, and then we're going to finish with our final 2 bundles, and the last 2 things we'll pull as our final 2 oversized. So I'll do these 3, then I'll show you guys the hit counter, and you guys can lock in your predictions from there. So our first oversized downtown, and again, we've got sleeves and top loaders for these guys. So we'll get those put in there before we ship them out. It is Shedeur Sanders. Dan for the Browns. How about that? You got an autograph earlier of Dylan Sampson. And this is one of my favorite of the downtowns. I love the dog pound back there. Dan, congratulations on a Shedeur Sanders downtown. That is a good one. Oversized downtown number 2. Who's it going to be? It looks like the Saints. We always get something for the Saints. How about an Archie Manning for the Saints? Look at the New Orleans Mardi Gras theme on there. Congratulations, Samuel, on the Archie Manning downtown. Any Devils go to the Buccaneers. I wish I could do that for you. And we are going to get a double. Shedeur Sanders, Dan, boom, 2 Shedeurs. Again, I love that dog pound look. 2 Shedeurs for the Browns. Wow. Dan, you got an autograph and 2 Shedeur downtowns. That is a heck of a start to this break. Guys, we're at the halfway point, so to speak. We're at the 60% point. But we're at the halfway point for the hit counter. We got to 35, my friends. The 49ers right now have an answer every time one of these guys come up. So do the 49ers. They're at 13 with a 3-point lead on the Packers. Then you got the Steelers at 7. And then you got the Cowboys at 5. So if I were you guys and you predicted the Cowboys, I would most certainly change that. I would go with the Niners or the Packers are probably your safe bets. And then the real question is, what's that total going to be? We're at 35 after 3 of the 5 bundles. I think it is conceivable, very conceivable, that we end up in the 50s. How high in the 50s? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to take the easy route on my prediction here, and I'm going to say the Niners are going to win it. And I'm going to say we get to 56. I think we're still going to have a good second half here. I think we're going to get to 56. But you guys lock in which team we're going to get the most of to finish this off, and lock in what you think the total number is going to be, and you get one in either direction. You got 2 Josh Allen stained glass, the oversized ones or like the normal size ones that came out of it. Either way, that's awesome. But I like the stained glasses as well. And I know they're gimmicky, guys, but I have been having so much fun. We've had those mosaic bundles with the oversized stained glass. The oversized, yeah. We've had these Donruss bundles with the oversized. I just think they're fun. I like them a lot. I know they're gimmicky, but they're super cool. They're unique. I do like that we were able to get our hands on some of the top loaders. So when we break them for you guys, we're able to keep them protected for you and send it out. He's campaigning hard for that double Shador. Guys, I can tell you, I feel like that last pack had a patch in it. So I think we're going to get at least one more patch as well. So we've got our 2 bundles of packs. We've got 2 more downtown. Wouldn't that be crazy? Right now, everyone else in the break is ready to throw something at me, except for Dan, who's going to cheers me on this one. Wouldn't that be crazy if the last 2 oversized downtown were Shador Sanders, and we got 4 Shador Sanders? Hey, John, thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for chiming in. Appreciate the feedback, man. Robert's got the Buccaneers. He's got a very love-hate relationship with his Buccaneers. All right, guys. Here we go. Max, when you have a second, go ahead and close the hit counter. Get those in, guys. Let's do it. Jerome Ford for the Browns, because Dan's having a great break. There's Derek Carr for the Saints. Kyron Williams on the press proof for the Rams. And there's another Omari and Hampton for our Chargers. Congratulations, John. There you go. Another Omarian for you. There's Jaleel McLaughlin. Tutu Atwell. How about Roma Dunze on the Dominators for the Bears? Congrats, Jake. And the Jets are going to get a red Pandora. Arian Smith, rated rookie receiver for the Jets. John, congrats. Red Pandora of Arian Smith. Here's Rashee Rice, Rick Upchurch, Jamison Williams, Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Walker for the Falcons. Jaden Higgins on the press proof rookie for the Texans. There's Chris Godwin for the Buccaneers. Ed Reed. Carmichael. How about prime time for the Cowboys on the Gridiron Kings? So congratulations to John on the prime time Gridiron Kings and the Cowboys at dead last. Add to the total, though. We're up to 36. Look at that. The Cowboys with another one. There's Osa. Chase Brown for the Bengals. Greg Zuerlein. CeeDee Lamb. Look out, Cowboys. Cowboys are all of a sudden up to 8, and they're back in it. There's Justin Herbert on a press proof for the Chargers. John, congratulations on a Herbert press proof. There's Terrence Ferguson, rated rookie. Gesicki, Brian Burns. Mason Graham on the throwback canvas rookie for the Browns. And John, the Chargers heating up for you here with a Lambert Smith red Pandora. Congrats again. And then we got Jordan Love for the Packers. Packers go to 11. Malachi Corley. Will Levis for the Titans. A.J. Brown. Press proof kicker Greg Zuerlein. Malachi Starks. Steelers going to get a patch. Rookie phenom Will Howard. So congratulations to Bubba G with the Will Howard rookie phenom patch. So we did get at least one more patch here, guys. Congratulations to Bubba. And the Steelers also get one on the hit counter. Kenneth Walker, Antonio Gibson. The Bills, how about a Jackson Hawes red Pandora? Congratulations to the Bills spot, Brian. TJ Hawkinson for the Vikings. Tajay Spears, Kid Reporter. Ramondre Stevenson. Emmett Smith. The Cowboys are chasing now. They're up to 9. We're at 41. Wendell Robinson for the Giants on a press proof. Mason Taylor for the Jets. Bryce Young, Kyron Williams, and champ is here, Quinyon Mitchell. We've got Ted McMillan on a red Pandora for the Panthers. Benjamin, that's a good red Pandora right there. Tat for the Panthers. Congratulations. Malachi Corley, Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts, J.J. McCarthy, Amon-Ra St. Brown on the press proof for the Lions. Mike Green, rated rookie. Another autograph, guys. Juice Scruggs. How about that? I love that name. Congratulations, John. Juice Scruggs on his signature marks. That is numbered, guys. Take a look at that. That is numbered 15 out of 50. Hey. Juice Scruggs out of 50 for John. John, congratulations. Welcome in. Juice Scruggs, 15 out of 50 for the Texans. 2 autographs out of these bundles, guys. That's phenomenal. Let's hit the trifecta here and get a regular size downtown. That would be awesome. We got Garrett Wilson, Quentin Johnston, Caleb Williams, Theo Johnson, Josh Hines, Allen. Kid Reporter. Sinistril Levis. There's Joe Mixon for the Texans on a press proof. Jalen Walker, rated rookie. Antonio Gibson, Tank Dell. Tony Pollard on the Elite Series for the Titans. Congrats, Samuel. Vinny Testaverde, Max Crosby, T-Law, A.J. Brown, Ramondre Stevenson. We got E.J. Speed for the Colts on the press proof. Demetrius Knight for the Bengals, rated rookie. DJ Moore, Bryce Young. And Joe Burrow on the bomb squad for the Bengals. Giannis. That's a cool one for the Bengals. John, the Chargers going to go again. This is your second Condre Lambert-Smith red Pandora. Congratulations. 2 of them for the Chargers. We got Adam Thielen, Cortland Sutton, Bo Nix, Amon-Ra, Nick Bonito on the press proof, Makuba for the Eagles, Joe Horn, Michael Penix Jr., and our first Action All-Pros. These are some of my favorite cards out of Donruss as well. Amon-Ra St. Brown for the Lions, Robert L. Congratulations. I do like these guys. The cartoony-ish of it is really cool. Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Eagles, Andrew Makuba on the red Pandora. Congratulations to Jonathan. C.J. Stroud, Keenan Allen, Buda Baker, Ozzie Newsome. We got Josh Downs on the press proof. There's rookie Caleb Johnson for the Steelers. And the Steelers, it's been a little while since we added to the hit counter. They go to 9, we're at 42. Derwin James Jr., Blake Corum. Another one, Elite Series rookies, Jalen Noel for the Texans. So congratulations, John. The Texans have really kind of come out here in the last couple stacks of cards. Colston Loveland on the throwback for the Bears, Jake. Tyreek Hill. There is Luvu for the Commanders. Tyrone Tracy. Brock Purdy for the 49ers. They extend their lead. They're at 14 now. We're at 43. Montez Sweat on the press proof for the Bears. James Pierce for the Falcons. Kirk Cousins, Ty Johnson. Julian Love. And Jordan Love. So the Packers go to 12, and they have the best shot right now, I think, at catching the Niners. We're up to 44. There's Joe Ferguson, DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Boyd, Eric Dickerson. There's Torrey Horton for the Seahawks, and Jalen Lane on the press proof for the Commanders, Brian. Another patch, guys. And it's Ashton Genty for the Raiders. Spencer. Wow, guys. 4 patches, 2 autographs, 5 oversized downtowns. This is a heck of a loot we got coming out of here. Ashton Genty for the Raiders. Spencer, congratulations. That's awesome. There's Bryce Young, Blake Corum. For the Dolphins, a throwback canvas of Kenneth Grant. And the Steelers, there's DK Metcalf. So the Steelers hit double digits. And we're at 45 on the hit counter. John Elway, here's a kid reporter. Cedric Tillman, Saquon Barkley. There's Osa again on the press proof for the Cowboys, and they are up to double digits. We're at 46. There's Luther Burden for the Bears on the rated rookie. Josh Jacobs for the Packers, and they're within 1. Up to 13 and 47. There's Dwayne Bowe. Ty Felton on the rookie Gridiron Kings for the Vikings. Congratulations, John, on the Vikings spot. And then we got a throwback canvas of Travis Hunter for the Jaguars. Benjamin, congrats. That's a nice one for the Jaguars. And we got a Jalen Hurts bomb squad for the Eagles. Jonathan, congrats. Some great stuff coming out of this bundle here. There's Tony Pollard, Joe Burrow, Chad Johnson, George Kittle. We've seen plenty of him. The Niners up to 15. We're at 48. That got an extra leprechaun in the mix. Byron Murphy on the press proof. Trevor Etienne, rated rookie. David Montgomery. Jalen Warren for the Steelers. They go to 11. We're at 49. Instant Jaden Daniels. Red Pandora for Houston again. Jaden Higgins. Congratulations, John. Jaden Higgins has brought you some good stuff. The Red Pandora, Jaden Higgins. There's Wan'Dale Robinson, Rashid Shaheed. Mike Williams for the Steelers. The Steelers go to 12. We're at 50. Josh Downs, Jerome Ford. Dontavian Wicks on the press for the Packers. They go to 14. We're at 51. Chargers, another Condre Lambert Smith. There's Montez Sweat, Joe Mixon. The Packers going to get Savion Williams on the rated rookie retro. And look at that, guys. The Packers have tied up the 49ers. So that puts the Packers at 15, tied with the 49ers. And it puts us at 52 on the hit counter. The Niners say, no way, go away. The Niners go up to 16 and regain the lead just like that with a Jeff Garcia. And the Steelers say, I want none on this. They go to 13. We're at 54. Russell Wilson, Jamar Chase, Chris Olave on the press proof. Tyler Warren for the Colts. Madison for the Dolphins. Mapu. Dominators, Derek Carr for the Saints. A beautiful Action All Pros of King Henry for the Ravens. John, congratulations. That is an awesome card. I like that a lot. 35 years young, and this guy is still trucking through the league like he's a rookie. Travis Hunter on the Gridiron Kings rookie. Congratulations. Benjamin, that's awesome. What a finish. We got a flurry going here. There's Mark Andrews, and the last card, Tremaine Edmonds for the Bears. So we've got 2 cards left. It's our last 2 oversized. If you guys can see real quick, there's where we're at, 54 on the hit counter. And the Niners right now in a very slim lead. If one of these is Matthew Golden, it ties the Packers back up. You could also get, I think, Joe Montana and Brock Purdy might be on the checklist for downtowns for the Niners. What if it's another Shador? Wouldn't that be crazy? It's not another Shador, by the way. Benjamin, it's a Tet McMillan for you. Tet McMillan for the Panthers on the oversized downtown. And congratulations. And our final card and final oversized downtown hits. Who's it going to be, guys? Oh boy, for the Eagles, Jonathan, how about Saquon Barkley? Saquon Barkley, that is a cool card on the downtown for the Eagles. Congratulations, Jonathan. All right, guys, I'm going to bring these over again. We do have sleeves and top loaders for these guys, so we're going to get them in there. We'll do a recap. And let me show you guys how you did on the hit counter then. Where we did end up was the Niners with the 1-point lead at 16, which was everyone. Andrew, Kevin, Lou, Robert, John, and Dan. And then 54. Unfortunately, we had a couple just missed, but Robert, you did double up, hitting 55, one away. So congratulations, guys. 7 more leprechauns earned in that break. Good job, guys. Congratulations. And let's do a recap, and then we'll get to our giveaways. So we did have the Tet McMillan on the oversized downtown. We did have our first of 2 Shedeur Sanders. We had an Archie Manning. Our second Shedeur Sanders and Saquon Barkley. And we had all sorts of other rookies and parallels and press proofs we're going to sleeve up. But we also top-loaded a ton of great stuff, such as Travis Hunter on the Gridiron Kings, Derrick Henry action All-Pros, Savion Williams on the Retro, Jaden Higgins Red Pandora, Jalen Hurts Bomb Squad, Travis Hunter Throwback, Ty Felton on the Gridiron Kings, Aston Genty on the Patch, Jalen Noel on the Elite Series, Makuba on the Red Pandora, Amon St. Brown action All-Pros, Lambert Smith on the Red Pandora, woo. Joe Burrow Bomb Squad, the Juice Scruggs to 50 autograph, Tet on the Red Pandora, Jackson Hawes on the Red Pandora, Will Howard Patch, Lambert Smith again on the Red Pandora, Justin Herbert Press Proof, Sanders Gridiron Kings, Aaron Smith Red Pandora, Omarion Hampton rookies, Matthew Golden rookies, Travis Hunter, Josh Allen on the Gridiron Kings, Malachi Starks on the Red Pandora, Devin Hester on the Gridiron Kings, Travion Henderson Press Proof, Tyler Booker Red Pandora, Jalen Miller on the Retro, Abdul Carter on the Throwback, Ashton Genty on the Retro, Mike Evans on the Patch, Travion Henderson on the Red Pandora, Egbuka, Kyle Williams on the Red Pandora, RJ Harvey on the Press Proof, and Omarion Hampton, Savion Williams on the Red Pandora, Higgins on the Retro, Gunnar Helm on the Red Pandora, Ashton Genty, Michael Williams on the Red Rated Rookie Retro, Tet on the Bomb Squad, Kyle Williams Rookies, Elite Series Rookies Cam Ward, Savion on the Red Pandora, the Dylan Sampson autograph Press Proof, Jaden Higgins Rookies, and the Nick Bosa Patch. So look at that stack of beautiful Red Pandoras. We did get 4 patches out of 5 bundles, along with our 5 oversized and 2 autographs. Great stuff. So that's going to wrap it up for the evening, guys. Again, you know what to do. Hit the like, subscribes, all that good stuff. Let's give away some stuff now. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. For those of you that hung out with us for the whole night, really, that was awesome. Appreciate it. Love the energy. Love the chat. Love you guys playing along. I've got 4 packs to give away on both fronts. We've got a contenders and 3 scores and 2 different packs. One is going to go for the hit counter giveaway. Another one is going to go to our buyers giveaway. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring up our friendly leprechauns. Let's start with the buyers giveaway first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into our absolute buyers list. And we're going to grab those guys. Then we're going to go to our select buyers. And grab those 32 folks. And finally, we're going to go to our Donruss buyers. And grab all those 32 folks. 96 of you. We've got Dan, you bet. Appreciate it, man. Here we go, guys. We've got 96 of you, 4 packs up. We'll do just because I've got one. First place gets contenders. Second, third, and fourth place get score. We're gonna run it for 18 seconds. Here we go. As soon as it's done thinking. There we go. Good luck, guys. 5 seconds left. John is up front, but Spencer comes flying in. Boy, John, you had the lead almost the whole time. Then your guy just fell to those guys sprinting. But Spencer, Spencer, you got the contenders pack coming your way. And then Drew and Brian G and Brian W. You've all got score packs coming your way. Yeah, he did kind of choke at the end, didn't he? Let's go. We got another chance, though, on the hit counter giveaway now, guys. So we're going to bring our list back up. We're going to clear that out. And let me grab all of you guys who managed to win leprechauns. We gave away 19 leprechauns. Give yourself a round of applause. 4 prizes. Once again, 18 seconds to determine them. Good luck. First place again gets the contenders pack. Second, third, and fourth get a score pack. Here we go. Good luck. Eight seconds left. Dan is out front. It looks like he's going to hold on, too. All right, so we get those leprechauns. Oh, guys, I don't know if you could. Oh, you couldn't see the leprechauns. Oh no. Well, I hope you guys will trust me on this, but Dan, his guy, Dan J, your guy took off and never looked back, so you won that pack. Robert, you got one snuck in there. You had a couple guys dancing around, but you got a guy snuck in at second place, so you got a pack coming. Lou, your guy managed to sneak into third place. You had third and fourth place, actually. So you got a pack. Robert got fifth place. So the next unique winner, then sixth place, was Andrew T. Got the score pack. So, again, sorry, guys, I forgot to put the leprechauns up on the screen. I apologize. Dan, you won the score pack. Robert, Lou, and Andrew. All right, so minus my forgetting to put the leprechaun up on screen there, we had a pretty clean night, guys. Sorry about that. I can't thank you all enough. I hope you had a good time. Please, again, hit the like, subscribes, check out the website, all that sort of stuff. Please tell some friends about Card Lines Breaks. Help us grow this network. We really would appreciate that so much. Let's get to 6,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. Someday maybe we'll be one of those big guys too. But for now, let's just start by sharing with as many friends as you guys can. And let's start by hoping you guys all come on back for more. So again, hang out with us tomorrow. We've got Marty breaking some baseball. Sunday night, I'm going to be with you guys celebrating 900. Grab some players in that first off the line break, or the grab some teams in the Chronicles team break or Crusade. And then we're going to be going next week, Monday, Tuesday, I think Wednesday, Thursday next week as well. So we've got a lot of breaks in store. Check it all out. Grab those auctions. Make sure you saved us as a seller. Other than that, everyone, have a great evening. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those around you. Please do. And never, ever stop chasing that cardboard gold. Until tomorrow, my friends, be good. Thank you. Good night.